Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Did we? Who? I never. I never. No, I definitely weren't there. That sounds like a good conversation, though. How long is it? How long is it? Like, in it, just a couple hours, in it. Be real. Nah, I don't know about 5 minutes, but like I would say, by the end of the day, you've been aired, didn't it? But yeah, go on, sir. Sorry. Go. But that's an interesting convo still. I've added you, lot, so just jump in. All right. Yeah. He's gonna do eyes. He's doing rock eyebrow. Yeah, that's yeah. He wants more though. He's like, okay, he's waiting for punchline. He's waiting for punchline. Nah, sorry. Shit. So, nah, because you know what? Yeah, you sound like you're amping it. It's not even that big. It's not even that big. It's not even that. And other bits as well. Has he got other bits as well? It's not just that, is it? Yeah. Yeah, standard. You know that. You can tell. You can see that. Yeah. I don't. You're not using it before me, bro. What you hear next? I wait before you tell him. He's got to sign a disclaimer. What you hear next, yeah, is property of Jedi yeah. And if you want to use it, you got to rent that shit, yeah. So get me, so don't be running off to the park next week or that, yeah. Go ahead. I big up you lot, yeah, in the chats and that. Just looking to do have a little chat with you, lot, man. Not a major. Just on another call with Beefy and Maku and Becky and that. Just jump in, come in and chat. What? You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Hey, yes, Inflame, big up. Anonymous. Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, all right. Now you got that. Now you got that revelation. Come over. Jump over. Shit. Yes, Yasin, Anonymous, Cam Murphy, Raskla, Ultra Trio, Annabelle Ras Trio, Anonymous. I said Anonymous already. You get me? So Trio. You really trying to kill me off? I just need to sleep. My curiosity is a mother. No, we gotta sleep. This is like you don't see the title. You don't see the title, Ultra. See, you like some pums. Come in there, man. Just a quick banter before we go to bed, man. Before we sleep. I'm having an early night. I've got a 1 Guinness. By the time I get through this Guinness and 2 spliffs, I'm ready for bed, bro. So this just ain't no long thing at all. We're just in here just to flex and just, unwind. Had a long day, a long hard day of streaming. After a long day of streaming, nothing tops off the day better than some streaming. Hard day streaming, man. Hard day streaming. Sheesh.
You got some fun days, some hard days.
Bruh, so free, come in, man. You see Quickie, come and jump in. You know, I know you like a Quickie. Jump in, man. Who's that? Animal. Is that what you're watching before you go to bed? What's that, Animal?
Yo, what's going on, Jedi?
Yes, King. What are you watching?
I'm watching on it's DMX AX channels. Used to be called the Travel Channel, and it's about these people that live in Alaska.
All right. Some educational stuffs.
Yeah, nature stuff, just natural stuff. You get me?
I hear you, brother. Yeah, good day. Where you been today? You stayed out. You just staying away from the drama.
Kind of, yeah. I'm more into the upliftment, you know. But
I know this,
you know,
I know.
But there's a time and place for everything. I feel like.
Yeah. 100%. What's it, can't, brother? If I'm heard, I hang out. I'm definitely getting smoked, bro. Hey, Ultra, come. I'm saying that. What? 10 minutes? Come jumping for 10 minutes, bro. You know what I mean? Come jumping for 10 minutes. It can't be smoked. Plus, we still need to talk about. Damn, I don't know what you're playing at. Man, still ain't spoken. What are you playing at, man? Yes, in flame.
So what, Jedi? You looking to go Amsterdam then, Jedi?
I'm not really in a rush. If I'm honest with you, I'm not in a rush. I've been to Amsterdam like a lot of times. But if, like, for instance, say we said all of us on the hangouts we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Like for like because when I go down, I go like for a day, 2 days max. I fly there early in the morning, spend the whole day there, or whatever, and then get a flight back either late at night or first thing in the morning. Man, just stay that. Man went to, last New Year's, went to a rave.
Yeah.
You get me? Got there early, went to the rave, come out the rave, got something to eat, hung around for a while, bun some weed, and then headed straight back to the airport. That was a bad boy holiday. That was a bad boy New Year's.
I hear you. With me, it's totally different because I have family there.
Oh, so you go out there and you chill, put your feet up.
Yeah, when I go there for a month.
A month?
A month. I jam at my aunt's. I just come out every day, go and get my herbs, and then go and stroll around and just.
You gonna say go and get your butt. Go and get some ass.
Nah, bro, no, man. Fuck that shit.
You be shopping for ass.
Nah, man. Nah.
Use that boom, put 'em in the window.
Nah, I don't even bother with all of that. I just go more chill with the family and smoke, really. Yeah, man.
What is a boom,
boom, put 'em in the window.
But I was gonna say, I have something on my mind, which I wanted to maybe have an episode at your channel to talk about. And what I wanted to talk about is the fact that you got these people that calling themselves white. Okay? And I'm going to show you what white looks like. Bruv, this is white, yeah? I'm going to put it in front of the light so you can see.
Okay.
All right? You see that?
Yeah, white. Yeah, I see white.
That's white, yeah?
Yeah.
But you have people that are calling themselves white.
And you don't know no one that looks like that. Okay.
So, no, I don't. I've never come across anybody with that color there, which is white. That's white.
What you got to think about is this, bro.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that describes themselves as a color? Like mainly. I know that people say, brown this and brown that, but when you think about the races, you think about black, white, and then what?
What's up, people?
That's a good point, brother. Exactly. You could say the same, yeah. That's a good point, Jedi.
Okay, so that means that when people are being called white or black, this is not about color. This is more. This is like when someone says they're high. They're not necessarily up in the air. It's a descriptive term, right?
Yeah.
So I will just say to you that white or black doesn't necessarily mean you are white or black. It means that you belong to a certain, what I would say, political group. Is it political group? Yeah, that's a bit, because I would say, I don't know.
Hello,
That
can I?
makes sense what you're saying, bro. That makes sense
Black and white
because
is our political terms, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if
Hello,
anyone
am I
else
here,
agrees.
guys? Can you hear
but
me?
what I wanted to do
Yes.
is I wanted to break down
Yeah, we can hear each
this.
other. What?
Yeah, well, go on. You're right. Sorry, you know, earlier there was a situation and I couldn't really talk because my kids, I had to pick them up and it's bedtime and and Raspek's chat is too lit. You understand? So I'm glad that you opened the chat so I could kind of respond to what was said earlier.
Yeah, you know what though? I'm not gonna lie. I think we should leave it, man. 'Cause I think everyone's just had a long day, yeah. But I respect your right to say what you want. But you say something, then
No, it's not that for me to be honest. I'm not even with the drama, you understand? But because
Trill's gonna have to respond and blah blah blah. It's up to you, lot. It's up to you. Like I
yeah,
can't
to be
stop.
honest with you, she can respond whatever. I'm not even gonna direct it at her because the statement of me really is that I'm about blackness, isn't it? So I
Okay.
don't.
Oh
Basically,
yeah, black and Somali and all that. Yeah, go on,
no,
go.
no, it wasn't that. I made a comment, okay, in the chat when the conversation was going on, and what my statement was misunderstood or whatever. I never said, and I would not even. It's not even a term. Black people are this. How can I say such a thing? You understand? I said some black people don't like bare Muslims on his chat. You understand? This is my opinion. This is something that I've assessed. I don't even know. Somebody else can tell me this is not really the case because I'm not on the back chats. I don't know people's beefs or what's going on or what the real truth is. That's just an observation that I've made. I could be wrong. You understand? But then to question
Yeah,
my
you're
blackness
breaking.
and all, it's just, I just thought that was ridiculous, really. And anyways, I don't have to justify. I know who the hell I am. So I don't have to justify and save defend myself as somebody up here and cry and say I'm black. How can somebody? It's okay. I'm good with it. I've had enough people on these chats tell me that that I'm not black. It's all good, man. It's all good. I know who
Well,
the
I'm
fuck
not.
I am.
Well, yeah, I'm not here to say that you're not black or nothing.
It's
So,
okay.
you get me? I'm not here. Raymond, come back. Sorry, man. Like, I always like to chat to new people. Yeah, like I don't know, man. So Freya, do you want to chat? Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, like I'm tired, as you know, and I'm not about to get into no diplomatics about people wanting to twist my statement. At no point did I say she wasn't black. So, yeah, whatever's whatever, man.
Yeah.
But you questioned my right to make that statement, right?
Not even your right.
I didn't question nothing. You made a statement. I made a statement. So if you can make a statement, I should be able to too. However you take it is up to you. Just like however I take your statement is up to me. Like I said, I'm not about drama or arguing right about now. I'm too tired.
That's good, but you shouldn't really, even if you disagree with me, you really shouldn't be making threats of violence about you're gonna buck me up and all that kind of chat.
I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not about to go into like when you want to
You did
twist
say
people's
that though.
words to fit your
Say that. Why
fucking narrative. What I said was I would stomp you out before I disrespect Raspek. That was what I said.
You see, what was the need for that?
Did I say I'm going to brock you up and I'm going to do all of this and all of that? This is why I'm saying I'm not in no drama with you. If you come here to twist the narrative, then fuck off.
I didn't
Please.
twist
I'm
anything.
too
You've
tired.
always, and you said
Thank
you've
you.
had issues
I'm
with me from
finished,
day
babes.
one.
I'm
Always
leave it
coming
now,
at me.
anyway.
I've said you
Always
understand where I'm
at me.
coming
Enough,
from,
man.
and I'm entitled to comment just
Yeah.
as much as you are.
All right, let's
You
leave it
are.
there.
Of course you are.
Let's leave it
Later.
there.
Just
Let's leave it there.
stop the personal
Please.
attack, though. Stop the
Yo.
personal attack. Stop trying to bully me. You
If
understand?
you feel bullied,
No,
that's
you
not
can't. I'm
my
not
problem.
fucking.
That's your
I'm
problem.
not
You say
I'm
you're a
not
strong
Becky,
person.
who
You
you can
give
push
it till you
around because
take
I'm
it.
not
Let it
black.
go.
Because guess what? I am
Did I
fucking
ever
black.
say you
You
weren't
can't tell
black?
me fuck all
This is what I'm saying.
about who the
Like,
fuck
you've
I
come in to
am.
twist
Yeah,
it.
seriously.
My comments
What do
are
you mean?
still
You
there.
had
I'm
it
not
in for
going
me
to.
from day one. You're talking about black betterment.
The
You
first
will
person I
praise
told I
every
didn't
white
like
girl
you was you. Like
under.
I said,
Oh
I'm
my
not
God,
here
this
about
is
to
amazing.
twist
But
no
me as a
narrative.
black woman, you
Goodbye,
degrade
darling.
me for having
Bye-bye.
an opinion. You degrade me every fucking opportunity that you get. Why? Because I argue with guys. These are alpha fucking males. They fucking coming at me every day. They've called
Not
me
because
names.
you
They've
argue
called
with guys. I come at you
seriously,
about
but because you
comments
feel like
you
you have
make.
to
I come
defend
at you
them
because you say
every
all
time
Christians,
you get
whatever. I come
like
at you
enough, man.
directly.
I'm not having it. You're
Well,
fucking
don't
with the
have it
wrong
because I'm
one.
not
Don't
going to
even
stop.
try it with me.
Don't have
Because
it.
I'm
I'm
not
not going to
fucking
stop.
a white girl who comes here who needs to
I
beg you
don't
or
care
tell
what
people
colour you
that I'm
are,
black.
babes. That's you.
Nah,
Your
mate,
colour
don't watch
issue.
like that. Don't
That's
fucking
my
try it
whole
with
point.
me.
That you have a colour issue. You're always
I
commenting
don't have,
about colour.
you people have, you made it a color issue. Like I have to prove my blackness.
Yeah, he's a woman to
Never,
speak,
never
didn't you?
that,
Let's just say
never that, mate. Never.
Right. All right. All right.
I'm angry, Yasin. That's why I'm
All right. Yo,
sorry.
Gemma. Can we find a new way to do this? I know you want to
Okay, I
get stuff in
apologize. I'm sorry. I'm heated. I'm
Yeah.
heated.
All right, cool. No, it's not even their apology.
I didn't even want to
But-
go there, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
I hear you. But now, look, you lot, one of them ones. Agree to disagree. I know So Trio weren't trying to really start this convo, so I'm gonna have to place this on you. I know you must be tired. You get me? Everyone's got
I'm tired. I'm
responsibilities.
tired too. But I couldn't talk earlier, so really,
Yeah.
that's why.
I know everyone's got responsibilities.
You've got every right to come at me and say what you want to say. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to come at you. Just hear me out. Like, if you're gonna come at me with what I said. Yeah, like I said, I didn't say I'm gonna bruck you up all of this. You said something about disrespect, people will disrespect Ras for Muslims or something. I don't
I
want
didn't say even disrespect.
Let me just finish. Please let me finish. I don't want to put words in your mouth and say what you didn't say, and I don't directly remember. But my response was that I would brush you up before I did anything to respect, yeah, or before I disrespect or turn my back on respect. Now, you have every right to take that. Please mute, please, Raymond. Thank you. You have every right to take that and be upset, just as I have every right to see you constantly typing about a black, in how I take it anyway, a black and Muslim thing, and I see that as causing diversity. No, just let me finish. I will stop and I will let you talk, yeah? I have every right to take that and feel a way about it because I see you typing it constantly, which is the reason why I get at you. What I'm saying is, I've never come at you about who you go up against or anything. I've always come at you about a comment you've directly made. So all I'm saying is, please, you have every right to come at me, but make it be about what I've said. Don't twist the narrative, please. That's all I'm saying. All right, I will turn the table over to you now.
Okay, in my opinion, I don't believe that I was doing that. Can you hear me, guys? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe I was doing that. That's how I'm interpreted. You understand? For me, I really just, and I'm not always making this statement. When these conversations come out, maybe once or twice I might have said that. Have I gone to a COE's chat? Have I gone to Muslim chats and said this and said to people you may consider the enemy? No, I've said it with you guys as we're chatting, as we're having conversations. Everybody's dropping their bits of where certain issues exist. You understand? This is an opinion that I hold. I have a completely different perspective to you. Same way that you may have a different perspective because it impacts on your life. I've experienced certain things on these chats as a black Muslim. And a lot of times it's not even people are Islamophobic. There's too much religious chat. You understand? There's too much religious chat that puts us in conflict with each other. And a lot of times I'm just having bare arguments with people. So yeah, from what I see, certain black people, they come to Raspek's chat and they say it openly. They're like, oh, this is a Dawa channel. This is rare tete. I'm allowed to express that if I feel like it. Me personally, I never had an issue with you from day one. From my side, I felt like I made an effort with you, but every time I felt like you just shut me down. You didn't want to have nothing to do with me, and I was like, it's cool. But then, to be honest with you, it's like all this black betterment thing. I did feel some type of way when I see you, like people of other races come and you like take them under your bosom and they become your besties, and I feel like, bro, why is this sister hating on me? You know, I've done nothing to her. I feel like you're trying to exclude me from the thing, but it's okay.
All
but
right.
I'm a big
Let
girl.
me jump in with this. I can see some mediation I can do.
Sorry, just let me just say one thing, yeah? Just one thing. I don't know about all of this other stuff you're adding on top of it.
No, that's how I feel. That's how
my first negative interaction with you was directed at you on Rass's panel. I've never gone anywhere and said anything anywhere else. If you comment something and I feel away, I've commented directly after with your name. So please don't include anything else. Like, it's not I don't see anything else. I'm not excluding you from nowhere. I'm not trying to make you feel no way about anything. If you say something and I feel away, I comment about it. You're not the only person.
But that's not that. Can you comment? Can you comment on a
no back and forth. No back
Can I just say one thing that I think?
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. And for our own good, why I'm saying stop. Not because I don't believe you lot can have a conversation, but I think what happens from a male perspective is if certain things go unanswered and the doorway is not open for like a more smoother conversation, you lot are going to catch up in seconds again. And it's just going to be like, there's a potential to build here because I feel like Jana has been quite honest where she didn't need to say certain things. She's letting you know, Sophia, she sees you as a woman of power, innit? And a woman of influence. And she's down for like sisterhood. Whether you care about that or not, that's obviously going to be your prerogative when you respond. but she's letting you know she actually giving you some information that I think makes her a little bit slightly vulnerable because you could be a bitch about it or whatever. But she's saying that she feels like you're not really opening the door for her. So that just must mean that she thinks you've got power in it. So that's a compliment there. You get me?
I hear you. I've never even
that's a
looked at it like
compliment
that.
there. So now, yeah, you
And I don't even. I mean, the part that I've taken from what you said is that she's about sisterhood and whatever. And on that aspect, like I said, I've never thought about that or looked into that.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say I'm about that. That's something I rally for, but I'm not against it, and I would be for it, and I'm about that in that sense. You know what I mean? It's not something that I can ever say I've championed for, but it's not because I'm not for it.
Like, do you like, what are you like? Like, I know it's probably a while ago, but I feel like most of us have school or college as our best point of reference of how we form social circles, and we usually just repeat the patterns that we did in school.
I'm
for the rest
literally
of our
the kind
lives.
of I take you for what I see of you. That's it. I don't care if my best friend can't stand you. If I like you and I can see something, no, I shouldn't say that. If my best friend can't stand you, there's got to be a reason, because that's my best friend. We're tight like that. But do you hear where I'm coming from? I'm not going to take someone else's influence and say, okay, that's why I don't like you. That's just the same thing with Jana. It's not because she's a Muslim. It's not because she's gone Raspik's channel. It's not because of anything other than she has said things that have made me feel away in the past, and I've directed my responses back at her. So anything other than that, I've not seen or thought about. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what? I can accept that somewhat, because let me tell you something. I know I'm a very opinionated person. You understand? And I get myself all in the topics, whatever is going on. The thing is, I don't mind you addressing me or taking, even me and Melanated, we disagree. I can disagree. But the thing is like sometimes the way you do it is just so hostile that I feel like, whoa, I'm not even going to go there, because we're just going to end. And I can cuss, I can go there. It's just that I really don't want to. I really don't want to fight you. You know what I mean? Because he's going to bring out a side of me that I really don't want to bring online. You get me? So I just be like, okay, I'm just going to leave it. So if you just approach me, just challenge my ideas. That's the kind of I like having conversations. I like my ideas challenged. You understand? So
I
you can tell me, I don't like
being,
I don't like you
and I
doing
say this not in a boasty way, but I've always been told that I lack tact and I can be quite blunt. So that's something I do try to take under consideration. But obviously, when you're being yourself, it's not the first thing that comes to your mind. So, like I say, there's things that you've said that have made me respond, but I can apologize for making you feel that I'm actually having a personal attack, or, you know, it's not that. It's just you've said something and it's triggered me and I've responded. And I, like I always say, once I come off, when I log off, that's it. I'm not thinking about it. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
I don't every time come round and look for you to attack you. It's never been that, and it never will be that. It's just, like I say, it could be you, it could be anyone. If someone comments something and it makes me think a certain way, I've only got the comment section to respond.
Yeah.
Cool. Bring it on. I like it challenging, you know, people disagreeing with me and all that kind. We can learn from each other. Really, that's all I'm here for anyways. So it's all good. Glad we could sort it out.
Jana.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you heaven, man.
Sorry?
I'm not calling you heaven. Yeah. Sophia.
Okay.
Sister.
Yeah.
What, like, from your experiences dealing with other women and that, all right, here we go. This is what we're gonna do. Tell me your weak points when it comes to dealing with other women.
To be honest with you, if I'm honest here, I'm like a proper girl's girl. You understand? So I can't even see any weak points on that. If anything, I'm ride or die for my friends, my female friends. So, like, I'm not a person who even. Most of my arguments are with men, because men don't like the fact that I have a lot of opinions. You know what I mean? So I've never had issues with girls, to be honest with you.
Never? You don't have issues with girls? You just get on with so you don't.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying, when it comes to you, all right, when it comes to you and women you don't know, you don't have.
Nah.
You don't see any weak points.
Nah, never.
Okay, interesting.
Honestly, no, I don't, because I don't have. I think because, you know, friends, like my best friend, I'll tell you, my best friend, yeah, she had a lot of issues with a lot of girls, and I'm always like the one trying to quash the beef. And I think a lot of times with females, it's about jealous. I'm not saying in this situation. I'm just saying within my own circles. When we was young, it was always about jealousy, you understand?
Yeah.
And it wasn't the girl is ugly. She's actually a stunning girl, but she'd always be like, oh my God, look at her shoes. I was never that. Like, I love females, you understand? I'm proper girl's girl. I would back a girl up. I will uplift her. So no, I don't really have no.
Okay. And what would you say is your strongest point when it comes to women?
My strongest point, I think, is just I'm kind of like a counselor. I'm the one that everyone comes to with their drama, with their boyfriends, with their husbands, with everything, and loads on me, you know.
Okay.
And
all right. So, Sophia, what would you think is your weakest point?
Sorry, my weakest point with what?
When it comes to interacting with unknown women.
I would say depends how you, well, it could be a weakness. I'm quite a friendly person, you know. I'm that person that will see the new person in the group and walk over and introduce myself and bring her over and make her talk and laugh and joke with people. That I'm just, do you know what I mean? I've never really had, if I've got an issue with someone, it's because there's an issue. I'm not going to look at someone and, do you know what I mean? Or I might see someone and the way they react and, you know, I just don't, my spirit don't take to it, but that's male or female. Do you know what I mean? I don't really have, I don't know how to answer that, to be honest with you. It's not something, I'm just like that with anyone. It could be a guy. If he's the only person like sitting over there and we're all over here and we're in that community setting, then same way, I'll bring him over. I'll tell him, help yourself to a drink, or do you know what I mean? Make them
so you don't lack in confidence when it comes to other women?
No, not really.
Like, as in, you wouldn't feel no way to approach a group of girls?
Me approaching a group of girls, it depends on the setting and why. Do you know what I mean? I'm not just going to see a group of girls and think I'm lonely, so let me go over there. No. I'm comfortable in my own skin like that.
If you was I don't know, man. If you was new to work, and it was lunchtime, and you walked into the canteen, and there was like bare girls sitting on one table, you wouldn't pass up yourself and go and say wagwan or nothing, would you?
No, not really, no.
Would you be conscious of what your face was doing? Because I feel like I'm more like, I don't know. I think people might look at me and think I'm screwing. So because of that, I try to like keep my face kind of light. I don't want people to think that I'm coming on
I hear that resting bitch face.
Yeah.
I don't know if that crosses my mind, to be honest. I don't think so. I'm not that self-conscious like that. I don't really think. Maybe I really can't answer you. I've never thought about it. No, I don't think I do. Otherwise, I'd answer you. I'd be able to say yeah. So no.
Okay. Man, this is interesting. I watch dynamics, man, and I wonder why some people gel instantly, some people take longer, and then they gel for more of a long term. I think
to be honest with you, with me and Sosa, I think to some degrees I can understand it. I think from what I've observed, Sosa is like when I come and join Raspek's chat, she was like, she's like, that's what he said earlier when he said she's a ride or die. She's a ride or die for you guys. You understand? And I respect that. She was like, her and Nynetha, they like, this protective thing about the brothers, and I was like, cool. So for me coming in is probably, and I'm somebody who also is carrying my Muslim card in my pocket, you understand? All of the drama, I'm just saying it could look like a little bit of protection to some degree. So I at first that's how I felt it, and I didn't mind it. I tried to skirt around it without really any major clashes. But
are you guys ages secret? Have you got secret ages?
What does that mean?
Like have you got like ages that you wouldn't want to know? You're not really trying to share, or because I don't really want to ask you your age, but I was just interested to.
I was thinking, have you got secret agents? I thought you said you got secret agents. I'm like, what's he talking about?
Agents,
well, I'm not 19. Let's say that.
Same. Over 21.
Anyone in their 30s?
I am. I'm in my 30s.
Okay, you are in your 30s. Then we got there. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jana, you do like you do. I feel like you do go hard once it comes to Islam. I can't lie.
It's true.
I don't think nothing else seems to trigger you. So that same loyalty, loyalty that you say you see from Sosa when it comes to the mandem, I would say that I see that same kind of sense of protectiveness over any Muslim guy. Majority, I can't say any, majority of Muslim guys.
No. So Do you know what it is? It's not protected. It's because basically a lot of times they just embarrass us. I can't even put it into words. I can't put it into words, you know?
Yeah.
So because to be honest, he was like a Muslim guy, and he's not. Like, a lot of the times he gets the religion. The thing I'm more concerned about my religion than I am about people making fools of themselves. You understand?
Yeah.
So if a Muslim comes here and is ready to, you know, twerk or whatever, that's on them. At the end of the day, just don't be chatting my religion. That's
Yeah. I hear it, man.
Have I ever come at your religion? Do you feel I have?
no, I don't think you have.
Okay.
I haven't.
Just wanted to clarify because
And
I
me
didn't
personally,
think I
even
have
we
either.
said I'm not a person who holds grudges. Even last time agreement, remember, I was telling you I'm still cool with you. You understand? I'm really not. I hope just things are better out. You know what I mean? I'm not a person to hold something in my chest and be like, you know, every time I see you, I'm gonna let it out and we keep it moving. That's it. For me,
I know.
anyway.
Same. Like I say, once I log off, I've logged off. I'm not remembering that me and you argued yesterday. Yes, if I see a comment, I might respond, but I'm not going to see you and be like, oh, here we go, I've got to get her. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a certain person I can be like that with. And I think everyone's bear witness to that. But yeah, that's a different story. But yeah, it's not about that for me. Especially not where you're concerned anyway.
So, Sophia,
Right.
I'm telling you, yeah, see your profile picture.
Mm.
You need to, like, where did you get that from? Instagram?
Nah. I think I probably saw it on Google and just screenshot it, to be honest.
I had this picture like many years ago, and I hid my name Jedi in the hair, and it'd be so freaky if you had the version where I hid my name in the hair, and it would be on the left, on the right hand side, and yeah.
Yo, big up. Sorry.
I keep trying to see my name in the hair. Who's picking me up?
It's me, man. Suchia, man. Walk on.
Who's picking me up, man? Where I going? Where I going, you little wanderer? Huh? You wash your hands? Take your trainers off.
Oh shit!
Take off your outside jacket.
No. You know what it was? Yeah, my name got dragged into this thing, innit? So
what? There's no thing. There's no thing, bro.
Okay.
Your name ain't been dragged into nothing.
Say no more.
I promise your name ain't been dragged into nothing. So, unless on the other channel. But yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, I know you said. Yeah, I took the one away anyway.
Yeah. You know, Chiz, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Get me.
What's going on?
Nah, man. We're just having a chat. You know, the girlies were having a little talk and that, and I was just being eggs up and inner, and just trying to get my Dr. Phil on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. We're just vibing. I know, to be honest, I know everyone's tired, did it? I know I don't want no passer, bro. That's long. We genuinely don't want no crosswise or nothing. We're just tired, innit? So just chatting about how girls relate to each other. Cause don't you find it fascinating how like women interact?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think it's weird. I think it's a strange.
Nuts, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say they're not. I'd say they're different. No, it's different, James. Like it's different. Like obviously, I say to my missus all the time, like you don't just move differently when it comes to
nuts. You tell her that you like move nuts. You women are nuts. Like what? Fuck. Like, because what I find is girls like girls, women like women that they shouldn't like, yeah, and then they don't like women that in your head you lot would be perfect fucking friends. You lot on the same level, but it's like that's not how it works, isn't it? It don't work like that. Obviously, I don't think it works like that for man them, but I do think man them get along more than women do.
Yeah,
even though man them fight.
No, but you know what I think it is. Yeah, I think women like they'll be jealous of one another, like, and I think like
man them don't get jealous.
No, I'm real in it. I wouldn't say. I'll say between me and my brethren, like everyone knew their role in it. Everyone had their talent.
Pecking order.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say necessarily that it was a pecking order, but everyone had their skill in it, Jeds. Like certain man are multi-skilled in it. Certain man was getaway driver. Certain man was never had no money, but they could always pull a gal. You get me?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Certain man never had no weed, You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Certain
no,
man
I know.
would
Yeah, I
always
know
get
what you mean. Yeah, I know
got
what you
into
mean.
the shop. Now with gal, they'll throw with it. Some when I found with certain gal, they'll throw their friend under the bus. You get me? Like me, I
Yeah.
won't throw my bridges under the bus. Like, I'm friends with the same people that I'm friends with when I got to
Is
get
there
one.
any
I don't
women?
go get.
Is there any women that think men are more loyal than women? Like when it comes into their friendships?
I do.
Becky,
I
you
do.
believe that? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Say it again, sir.
I said, is there any women that believe men are more loyal in their like same sex friendships than women are?
Yeah, definitely.
Why is that then? How come women are not as loyal to women as men are to men?
I think
Women are too emotional. So
I think sometimes I think girls there's a competition or there's jealousy somehow it seems to steep, getting in the way with female, and they let their imaginations run
That's
away
what
with
I
them.
said. That's what I said. Like a girl will look at a girl, oh, she's prettier than me. Her legs are better than mine. You know what I mean? Whereas
Yeah.
man ain't gonna look at her. Well, I don't know. I'm saying.
Well, I don't know, bro.
But I will say women, I think in their friendships give far more emotional support
yeah.
to each other.
Nah.
They might,
But that's why they're more in their feelings when they'll pick up
women
on something.
invest more and they're much more, they're deep. That's why so much male suicide.
No, they do, they do. Because that if a friend forgets another friend's birthday, that's peak.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's
I don't even holler at some of my best friends on their. I don't even know when their birthdays are. I don't know their birthdays.
Nah, see what Facebook's a saver. Facebook always tells me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't have Facebook. I don't know your birthday.
Fair enough.
Like
Fair enough.
crazy.
Fair enough.
I literally don't, bro. I know like the man them in my the man them born in the same month as me, they get a squeeze because they're like, oh, we're all in the same month. You get me? And there's quite a few of us in that month, so it's just like logistically, holidays, parties, things like that. I've made it like stick in my mind. You get me?
Now you know what's mad for me? I'm December, innit? None of my man them have a birthday in December. The only person who had a birthday that was close to mine was my brother. And obviously he passed away, innit? So most people remember my birthday because it's so close to Christmas. It's kind of difficult for people to forget. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones where I always get a little message. You know what I mean?
Yasin, are you saying here? Are you saying?
What about Uncle Maku?
Yo, Yasin, are you saying that there's more male suicides than female? Is that what you're saying?
There is.
I could believe that.
There's way more male suicide than female.
I can believe that.
For real?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
So I would agree with that, Jedi. It's more male than
Did you
suicide.
not see the guy from Love Island just killed himself? Like one of these guys from Love Island just.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mike.
Bear man did kill themselves though.
Yeah,
but
guys hold their emotions in,
Pick it up, Jedi, and you'll see they telling the truth, my brother.
Yeah, that's all talk. Having had a brother that went through that, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I think there's too much expectations on men, even in these times. I think there's almost a pressure to keep up, with materialism and just the clothes, shoes, cars, all these kind of things, achievements.
How many men commit suicide in jail? Bare man commit suicide.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was just about to say one of the
that's
highest
true.
rates of suicide.
And then the women
Was
they
it-
don't. But you know why? Because they're softer on the women, and the women can all chill together and be all close.
Mm-hmm.
They all
But
turn
the
into
women are,
like
but the women are
mothers and
softer on each
girlfriends.
other.
Sorry,
The women are softer on each other inside,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
they're definitely softer on each
Now,
other.
what I was going to say, Jez, the most suicides I saw was kids in care,
Yeah.
or people that have been in care, and obviously jail. And obviously that also suits with mental health. I'm echoing off of Grosler, man. Beefy.
You are?
Beefy's,
Yeah, beefy, man.
there's
We can't tell you about this echo thing that you're keeping up with.
Here's the feedback. Bro. Yeah, that's why I saw the most suicides. But obviously, because of what happened to my brother, there was in his inquest, and my family looked into it. They said people that have had head injuries and concussions are most likely to have suicide. Like my mum joined a group, and they used to talk about a lot of the males that and people that committed suicide had severe head injuries.
Yeah.
They linked it to
How long ago has it been, Shizzle?
my brother passed away in November the 9th, 2010.
I'm sorry
So,
to hear.
so yeah. But you know the thing is, JJ, about him, yeah? In 2000, he had a bad car accident and he should have died then. So he lived for another 10 years, traveled around the world, he ticked his bucket list. You know what I mean?
How old
remember
was
you
he?
told me still. You told
Like
me.
he was 29 when he died.
That's still young. Okay.
So yeah, it was definitely young. But what upset me was obviously I was in jail in it for most of the time in it. So when I got out, like I thought, yeah, we're gonna build a relationship, and you know what I mean. It's gonna be like it was before, but it's
Yeah,
not.
brothers, you know?
Yeah.
Brothers of these times, we're all grown up now and mature and we can do this. And you see the thing about being in jail, it's fucked the pictures you paint with your head, bro.
Yeah.
Fucked, man.
Because you're stuck in the time that you go in. Well, I was stuck in 2002. I'm on the 2002 wave. Like when men are telling me, listen, when you go out to a club, it's gal out drawing you. You're not drawing, man. I'm telling man, shut up. It's only till I experience it. And you know, a gal took me home, and then in the morning she's looking at her watch, like, you got to bounce. I'm like, what's going on there? You know, so yeah, it was mental. It's hard, man. And there's quite a few suicides and athletes as well.
Why?
I don't know.
Because of the pressure to compete?
Yeah, especially bodybuilders as well. But I think a lot of that has got to do with a lot of the
drugs.
Yeah, that's it to do stories. Yeah,
we're taking drugs, bro.
Yeah, they're juicing up. There's a lot of that.
Can I ask a question? Are you open to ideas about topics that to be covered in the future in the chat?
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have a topic that I'd like to. people don't get upset with me, but I have a topic that I'd actually like to one day, hopefully in the near future, like to.
Go on, spill beans.
Go on, let's hear it.
Okay, basically, it's gonna come back to it. Basically, I'm somebody I'm interested in politics and religion. Okay, those are my two areas. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So
Conflicts.
yeah. So there's this guy called Reggie. Okay.
Oh no.
So he's been making these accusations. He keeps I don't know, whatever. I don't want to say Islamophobe because apparently that upsets people. So anyway, he has an agenda and he's making all these stuff about Nigeria, and some of the crime stats and what's going on there. Now, even last night I was actually reading up on it. I did know some little bit from years ago. I have looked it up. You know, when the oil spill happened and the Shell incident where the villagers didn't have water, that kind of thing. So I had a little bit of knowledge in the background. So I want to do some research and I want to refute his claims, basically, because I don't believe the violence in Nigeria is just related to religion. It's far more than that. It's about land and resources and Western interference.
Yeah, he doesn't know nothing about Nigeria, man. He checks rubbish.
Come on, we know that the powers that be are trying to destabilize Nigeria because for oil.
He's chatting bollocks, Mike.
Yeah, don't even
argument done.
He hasn't even been there, so you know.
To be honest with you, sis, it's not going to be hard for you to refute him anyway, because he ain't that knowledgeable.
And I'll be backing you.
Because every chat he goes, it's like Nigeria, the church burning in Nigeria. To be honest with you, yes, there is. I'm not going to deny that. There's a lot of violence that is happening. A lot of innocent people are getting killed. Do you know? I just found out that there's a guy living outside
the church
London.
is burning everywhere, man. Come on, man. There's also mosques. Mosques getting blown up as well.
The guy outside London, he's Nigerian, and he basically was inciting people to because you know we have to admit as Africans, we know our people are not educated. You understand? A lot of the people are like my own family. My own dad is a nomadic man. You understand? So it's very easy for them to receive information and go on mass killing sprees or whatever. So I don't know.
Not in Nigeria.
I want to challenge. Huh?
Nigeria, everybody's at university level at least, minimum.
It's a stigma if you're not. It's like a stigma if you don't educate yourself.
Yeah. Even if you're a bank robber or a highway robber or a burglar, that nigga's got a degree or a master's.
That's not true, brother. That's not true.
What? Where I come from?
Hmm?
You gonna tell me where I come from? It's not true.
can't hear you.
Like my little brother who's 26.
There
He's
are
just done his master.
uneducated everywhere. We can't pretend there isn't.
Normal.
It's not even, you know, they're not
Normal.
even, it's not
No.
uneducated.
uneducated
There's a lot of,
everywhere,
there are
but
a lot
there
of people who are farmers. They live off the land. They never, for them, you know, they, come on now, let's be, I was born in an African village, you understand? And so I know a little bit of what village life is really like. A lot of people in Africa, they don't have, even my brothers, they dropped out of school into a very young age because they had to go out
make
to work.
money.
Yeah, they had to provide, really. So a lot of the people are farmers. They live off the land. For them, education and degree. Yeah, in Nigeria is one of the most educated African, you know, countries. They do set, like, you know what I mean. The education level is the best out of all of Africa, but it could be better. And you can't say all of the people are educated because they're not. A lot of them are living in villages.
Majority.
No, but be fair, Mecca. She's not saying that's exactly what she's saying. She's
Even
saying
if you have minimal access to like the basic books, yeah, believe me, they read the hell out of those books. Man's gonna get a book on you know, like car
So what you're
mechanics.
talking about, basically, you're saying they're not illiterate, which I'm not going to argue with because I don't.
No.
That's what you're saying.
You know what it is?
Having a full education is different to being able to read.
Yeah,
You know?
education comes in many forms, and I'm never gonna say that anyone in the village is not educated, because us in the city, if we can't live off the land naturally and grow stuff, who becomes educated then? If all electricity switches off and we have to go back to rural living, who becomes the educated one in
what's
that
the
scenario?
degree doing? I hear you.
I agree 100% with Michael's statement.
Yeah. There's a difference between having knowledge and, to be honest with you, I don't believe people in the cities are more knowledgeable than those in the village. But there's a difference between people having knowledge and getting formal education, which is what I was referring to.
Right. That's what we're saying. We're saying that formal education, even if we look at it in that standard, in Nigeria, is very high. We're talking at least university. You know what I'm saying? So at least a degree.
At least a degree. What percentage are you saying?
For normal, I'm saying for most. You know what I'm saying? If they can afford it. If they can't afford it, then it is what it is. Man, have that.
The fact that you have to buy education, you know, there's millions of people who really are gonna not be at a place where they can afford it, really.
Of course. But it doesn't mean they're not any smarter than their little brother who managed to get to university.
Of course. I'm telling you, I know Africans, honest to God, yeah, when I was even a teenager in this country, yeah, and my relatives would come and they're the same age as me. Like in my culture, we say that. They say people that like live here, they think we're retarded. Like really, they think we're retarded. Like the level of know-how that they have and the level of streets, knowledge they have is next level. They call us fish and chips. Like, you people don't know nothing. Seriously.
Another thing is we have more universities per square mile. Every town, city, kingdom, you get me, region has a multiple. You can look it up. The universities in Nigeria, we've got thousands of universities, and we've been having universities. You get me? My great grandfather, who was a king, in Benin, he was exiled to Ghana, and all of his sons, including my great grandfather, was being his eldest, were studied in the University of Ankara in the 1800s. So I'm like, whoa! If you're doing it in the 1800s, and you know what I mean, like finishing university, doing that pose with it's a black and white picture, but they all got a 3-piece suit with a watch and all of that. You know what I'm saying? This is African, man. In Africa, not in Europe. So I've always known us to have an education system, a university system that's been around a long time.
I don't know much about how long they've been about, but I can attest to the fact that Nigerians that I have come across, whatever their class status, I've met like very rich Nigerians whose parents have sent them over here and paying for everything, and I've met Nigerians who are working night shift as a security university. So for me, I've always had a lot of respect at the value that is placed on coming to the West and educating yourself and getting that, that formal education. So yeah, definitely.
It's colonial. In Nigeria, it's colonial education. It's British.
Yeah.
The law system
but in the meantime, at least like that's why I think when I see Nigerian community and my community. I think that's why I personally noticed the difference, because we don't speak English. My parent, like my family, have it harder because a lot of Somalis didn't really come with transferable skills. Where I think West Africans who had similar education to Western education, for them it was very easy to transfer the skills that they had and straight away jump on to go and do a degree.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas the Somali man who's of the same age, he really couldn't, because he couldn't even read and write English. So all he could really do was maybe get a job as a cab driver or something, a manual job.
We got family members who are ending up doing the same or doing their degree twice. That is a very regular occurrence for Nigerians. So, well, no matter if you got 10 A levels or O levels, for some of them, yeah.
So with that level of education, then why hasn't the issue in Nigeria? Why is the state of Nigeria not in a better place? If education was valued at such a high regard since the 1980s, I don't know, 800s, whatever you said. Why is Nigeria?
Because education is not the unfortunately, this is something that a lot of you. This is something that a lot of you highly educated brothers and sisters are gonna have to understand.
Yeah,
don't mean shit. That don't mean it does. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I mentioned.
1 second, brother. It does mean shit. Not like to throw away your hard-earned, qualification and the study and the knowledge that you have or the expertise that you have. But in the grand scheme of things, Maku touched on it earlier. We've been glorifying these letters after our names and this westernized curriculum more than we have learning about our land, our environment, and each other. So it's like we become clever dummies and we start learning about all this shit that doesn't make you a better person. Therefore, it's not going to make your country a better person. No matter how much money you have. If you're an arsehole, you're an arsehole. That's what I would say anyway. And so these people that reach to the top, they just think about themselves. They don't have the morals. They don't have the insight. They don't have they're just in it to win it. Most people that I find are educated, they're usually the last ones that actually want to give back to the people or have that love for where they come from. Mostly, you take their education, they learn the thing, and then they fly the coop. And then someone's grandchild is telling a story. Yeah, my mum studied here. Then we traveled. Then I was born over here. Then you get me. Most people don't even stay. They take their education. They take their newfound whatever identity, and they go somewhere else, and the other place reaps the rewards of it, because the whole aim is get your education, then get out, innit? Get out. People want to get out. That's the biggest dream for some of these people out here, just leaving. It's nuts. It's not even building.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
there was a lady. I don't know who this lady is. There's a lady at Speaker's Corner, a white European lady, and I saw one of her videos. I think she talks about politics and stuff like that. God, do I sound like Betty?
Stuff like that. Stuff like that. She's gonna hear that bit, She's gonna come for you.
Oh, it's okay. She's come for me quite a few times. I don't mind. I always turned the other cheek with her.
Okay.
It's okay. So anyways, this lady, she made a statement where another black guy got really upset, and actually I was agreeing with her, because she was kind of saying the ruling elite in Africa are really just kind of trying to imitate like the Western middle class elite, I guess, something along that line. And I think that's what it is, that those that are educating themselves to some degree, even in my own country, to be honest with you, that's even my own country. Like now, a lot of Somalis are, educated, and they're all going back home. And in some levels, I'm actually concerned for what they're going there, because I feel like a lot of them have gone there when the country's popped off, and they've just gone there to claim, some of the wealth for themselves. So I'm questioning whether they're actually there for the betterment of the country or whether they're there for their own selfish gains. Yeah. And I'm trying to think that actually the ones I want to see benefit are the people who actually stayed behind and who suffered through all of that. I want them to be the first ones to benefit, not
to reap the benefits.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not really them orchestrating the change.
It's
so
true.
It's going to be nuts.
I don't know. The ones that educate here, going home with their new ideals.
Yeah, their new morals.
Exactly.
Their lack of morals.
I know that.
Can I
Like,
tell you something? I want to tell you something. Yeah, I did a politics degree. Like I did 1 year. I changed my degree, but this what you just said is what my professor, and I was actually surprised. This was like a very good university. What he said this openly. We were talking about ideas and how ideas and why we're in the West. And he said to us, because the room is full of foreign students. If you go to any of the universities now, majority of the students are really foreign students who are paying to come and be educated here.
Right.
So it was about influence, soft power, and the carrot. Soft power and all this kind of thing. And he said to us, he was telling us about how the West controls the world, basically. And he was like, you guys actually being here is also part of colonization, because what we're doing is we're teaching you our ideas in the hope that you're going to go back home and
Right.
implement them. So now there isn't even any need to colonize you. You're just going to do the work for us.
Thank you.
And and he gave us a quote from this Indian guy that they basically, and it was a British general when they run India. And he basically said, all we need to do, we don't need to actually have any manpower. What we need to do is create an elite from amongst the Indians, but they speak our language and they will do our job for us.
Great.
And I was like, rah, these people are something else,
No, that's where the Rajas came from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rajas, the Raj, yeah. Yeah, that's what they bred in. They bred in with them, left them in charge, and skedaddle.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is bad. You know what I'm saying? Because it caused division. Now, man, are going and forming Pakistan and going and forming Bangladesh.
But this is the same thing that's happening with Africa, I feel like. Even in my country, the guy who ruled us before the war for 30 years, he was trained in an Italian military school in Italy.
I know.
And then they sent him back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the world runs in mysterious way.
But you see, that's that Everlast, that Everlast guy in Speaker Corner, the one, that's his family.
Is it?
Now you can understand why Fisherman was so pissed with him.
Why was he pissed with him?
Because he was like, he felt that obviously his family were a victim of Thiaga, and that obviously what's his name? Everlast was complicit. Even though Everlast said that he doesn't agree with his uncle. But it's like, you don't agree with your uncle sitting at the table, probably with, the finest silver and, So it's like it in a way. So I understand where man's coming from, but I don't think it's directly my guy's fault who his family is. You understand? And if he openly says he doesn't share the ideals, you get me, of his uncle, then it's even caused him to be outcasted by his family. You get me?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he's in there, and I'm like, wow, this thing's tribal, innit? My Somali brothers say, yeah, well, I'm this tribe, I'm Tigri, I'm this one. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some tribal beef going on. Like, but
we always have that. We always have that tribal. My tribe is better than your tribe nonsense.
It doesn't exist.
I'm not with that.
It doesn't exist with the elders. So all my uncles, all the Somali uncles in the park, we don't have this issue. It's got nothing to do with it. Man will just say, we are all one. We are guys. We are this, we are that. That's it.
Because you know what? Even with the Reggie thing, this is why I kind of really looked at him as an African, because I am an African, you understand? And because I'm from a country that was divided and torn apart by this kind of tribal mindset of blame. For me, the way I look at building my country is for unity. Like I don't want to see blame this one, blame that one. We have to see how can we fix this. So when I look at someone like Reggie and I see that he's from Nigeria, I'm thinking you should be trying to find a solution, really, rather than everywhere you go saying, is this one's tribe? Because in my circles, some of my friends, when they bring that tribe stuff to me, I'm not with that. You understand? Because I know my country can only stand if we're all united.
Exactly.
1 million here, 1 million there, 1 million there is not going to do nothing for us when 10 other major countries are in my country now, cutting us into pieces and devouring us. You know what I mean? Exactly. So the same for Nigeria. Unless you want to head to civil war and the destruction of your nation, you're really going to have to find a solution other than pointing fingers at each other. Like the Christians did this, the Muslims did that. You know, you should be for me, when I looked at Nigeria and I saw all my friends, a lot of my friends, I never even see a community that was that diverse in the fact that I saw so many of them intermarry, mixed together.
Right.
And I thought, for me, that was something that aspirational, you know. I looked at it like, wow, these people, they intermarry and they're like, you know, one big family. you
Not
know?
everywhere. Not everywhere. In the north, yes. The north is Sharia law, is is Arabized Yorubas. You understand? Hausa, all of these type of things. They live in
I wouldn't say they're
sandcastles.
not Arabized, they're just Muslims. I don't agree with you with the Arabized thing.
Well, they
Because
are Arabized.
if you go to their culture, believe me, if I look at their culture, I can guarantee you it's going to be very far from Arab culture, other than the religious rituals of Islamic. You know what I mean? Other than that, because
No.
let me tell you,
That's
when
in the
you
south.
look at
That's
me,
in the
when
south.
people accuse, let me just finish. When people accuse us, let me tell you, when I heard you guys, from Speaker's Corner, all this Arab thing, I swear I had to kind of look at myself thinking, which part? Like, seriously, like, we're so far from Arab culture. Like, I don't even know what Arab culture is, but I know it's not my culture.
Right.
You understand?
So what I'm gonna say is, in the north, the customs and traditions are not the same as the south. You have
What are the customs and traditions? You
right.
mean they have Islamic culture?
Right. The Islamic culture is in both the north and the south. Let's not
Yeah,
get
but
that.
Islamic culture is not Arab culture, really.
No, I'm saying it's not. I'm saying it's Arab. I'm saying Arabized Yorubas and Arabized Igbos or whatever in the north. Those people have a different deen. Those people are influenced by Arabs. Yes. Those in the south have their deen. You know what I'm saying? Which they've had from time immemorial and blah blah blah. They were not influenced by no one to be.
Can you give me an example? Give me an example how they Arabized.
Okay, Boko Haram.
Okay, what does that mean? That
Boko
doesn't tell me.
Haram is like a terrorist organization of Northern Africans who have been Arabized. I don't know. Houses.
How they even Arabized? I saw the guy going shaka cow. There's nothing about him Arabized. You know what I mean? Seriously.
Well, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as an Arab, really. But that's another story. You know what I'm saying? These are only mixed people.
The fact that they've gone to war is enough. It's not enough, I think, to call them Arabized.
No, I'm saying their customs and traditions. They don't have kings and obas and things like us in the south. They have sheikhs, and you get what I'm saying. It's real time capsule life. They have Sharia law in place. So right. And how many other places in the world do they have Sharia law in place that are Islamic countries? Not many. Thank you. Only Saudi Arabia. Generally, every other Arab country.
We have Sharia courts everywhere. Like they could just be like a tiny little hut somewhere. It just means the sheikh and you sitting down together. Okay. That's what it just means. One man. Sharia court just basically means one man giving you advice on a matter. That's just it. It could be a family matter. It could be divorce matter. It could be money matter. It's just you going to a knowledgeable sheikh or somebody to kind of be like,
we have that here.
Rule between us.
Hold on, we do not have it implemented throughout the country in any country other than Saudi Arabia.
But the thing, you mean forceful implementation? It's not forced because there's no legal power to enforce it. But people seek it. Like if somebody's getting divorced now, or like my friend now, she's going through a difficulty with her husband. They've gone to because they want to do it Islamically before they go through a divorce. They're going through a Sharia court just to kind of see if there's any way they can save the marriage.
Who can do this? Who put Sharia law in place in Saudi Arabia? Let's go step by step.
I'm not understanding the question.
Who put Sharia law in place in Saudi Arabia, if not the royal family of Saudi Arabia?
Sharia law existed way before the royal family of Saudi Arabia. It's Islam, really.
Okay, so Islam was already there, and they came and
But Sharia law basically just means the implementation of Islam. That's just really what it means.
Right. So
it's not separate from Islam. You understand?
Right. So, and Wahhabism is what?
What do you mean? What is Wahhabism?
What is Wahhabism?
You tell me.
Well, Abdul Wahab is the person who came with the theology, yeah, and the Saudis are the ones who
He didn't
followed
actually
this
no, he didn't
theology.
actually come with the theology, to be honest with you.
One
He
second.
had a particular understanding of Islam, and some people follow some of his teachings. That's really it.
Right, and those people who followed him were the royal princes of Saudi. Right. So now
Saudi has
they're
always
going to implement. They're going to implement the system that they got from Abdul Wahab as their version of extreme.
I don't think that's what the Saudi Arabians. Saudi Arabia follow. Let me tell you, Saudi Arabia follow the Hanbali. You know, in Islam, in the Sunni tradition, we have 4 schools of thought, as you know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So Saudi Arabia is the Hanbali school of people who pick aspects of his teaching.
Go back to work, man.
Sorry, have I killed? Let's not go religious, right? It's
No,
late anyway.
man, I'm gonna listen in, man. Peace out, everyone. Anyway, man.
Peace out.
Peace out. Yeah, go on, sister.
No, I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be roasted. It's okay.
No, I'm a fairy tale killer, but
I'll throw the white flag in now. It's okay.
I still stand on hat, though. You know what I'm saying? I still stand on hat, man. Come on, man.
Sorry. You do have a strange concoction of beliefs. I must say. So I don't mean to be offensive, but you know.
Yeah, they say that, but you know they know little of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I'm a Sufi, and I'm an Ansar Allah. So you know, you work that out as you have the information. Other than that, they're just going to be in a quandary. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what it is. So
I'll prepare my notes for when you know.
Yeah, you can find us in the Quran still. You'll find us in the Quran.
Who's us though? You and who?
The Ansars, Ansar Allah, and the Nusra Allah.
Where do they exist?
Within the Quran.
No, I'm saying in reality, like what country?
Before the time of the Prophet. Peace be
what?
Before the time of the Prophet. So there was Muslims that existed before the time of the Prophet.
There were monotheistic people that existed before the time of the Prophet. Yeah.
There were
people who believed
Muslims.
People who
there were Muslims.
Monotheists.
In the time of the Prophet, there were Muslims.
Yeah, in the time of the Prophet, yeah, definitely.
And where did these Muslims come from? Who were they following?
Prophet Muhammad.
Who was the last prophet before the Prophet Muhammad?
Prophet Isa.
Right. So the prophets, the followers of Isa alayhi salam, right? Yeah, existed before, obviously, any form of Muslim in the term and the word.
From Islamic perspective, really what we say is that there were people who are monotheists. They always believe, because some people, people like are supposed to search for God. So some people consciously knew the existence of one God, so they never worshipped any other deities. But like linguistically, they were not Muslim in the sense of they didn't have the Sharia of Islam, the message to follow in that sense. But I get what you're saying in that there were monotheistic people always. Like the Prophet himself, he never did any shirk. He never bowed to any idols within himself, or even though all around him people were doing that, because he believed in the oneness of God. So, and that's why the fitra comes from Islam, why we believe that every human being is born with, the inclination to seek a God, the inclination to believe in one God, but they can, fall into something else.
What's that?
Well, taking anything can be taken as a God, isn't it? People can take themselves as their gods, even.
So is Allah a God?
Yes, of course. What? You're a Muslim, are you? Allah is the God.
Question, is it? Oh, he's the God for the Muslim, or the God full stop.
Everybody, yeah.
Right, no. I'm saying Allah. I'm not talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm talking about Allah.
There is only one Allah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there is only one, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they told you, yeah?
Okay. There is no God but Allah.
Okay.
Takbir.
So was the prophet?
I'm not ready for this. Okay, where's everyone gone? Why is the whole room silent?
It's an easy one. It's an easy one. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hurt you. Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm over.
The father and mother of the prophet. Yeah. Abdullah and Amina. Right.
Right.
Now, what does Abdullah mean?
Slave of Allah.
Okay. And was Abdullah a pagan?
What you're going to do from Islamic history, there's varying opinions, so it's nothing conclusive.
Okay. So were the Quraysh pagan?
Yes, many of them were. I don't know if all of them were, but many of them were. Some of them were.
So are you a little bit confused now, like I am?
No,
Like
I'm answering your questions as much as I can.
So
I'm not never claim to be, knowledgeable. But
no, I'm just saying.
yeah.
You know the name.
So what does the prophet's father's name? What does that prove?
Wait. I have a question, Michael.
Oh no, I'm out of here.
One second.
I can see
He
a
knows
setup.
the existence. He knows the existence, yeah, of a Allah. Of Allah and you're a pagan. What Allah is that? That can't be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That must be the
What
Allah Mike's talking about. That is a idol.
Okay, so you're going by the name alone is evidence that he believed in Allah.
He believed in a physical Allah or idealistic version of Allah.
Okay.
Not the prophet. I'm talking about his father and his tribe.
Yeah. Islamically, there's no conclusiveness, so yeah, I could take that, whatever. Because there are there are Muslims who I've spoken to who believe he was, but there is hadith that actually say the opposite. So there are hadith that say.
Yeah, I personally don't. I don't agree with the chain of narration and the hadith because it says in the Quran in
the chain of narrations, or you just don't accept hadith all altogether.
Yeah, I don't accept hadith because of the Quran. What the Quran says about hadith.
What is it? Okay, I'm not gonna go there. Okay, I've heard you on this. I don't agree.
I've got at least 6 or 7 verses that explain what I'm trying to say. So I always.
You're very selective.
I'm always prepared. No, I'm always prepared because people abuse man. Like man take the knowledge from man. Just like chapter 9. He was running around saying, look, you lot who are reading hadith, this is bid'ah and shirk. He got this information and delil from me. You get what I'm saying? No acknowledgement, no respect, no nothing. Just running around, just freelancing, jumping on TV. Sorry?
What was he saying?
He was saying that if you read hadith, yeah, that is bid'ah and shirk.
He's saying hadith is bid'ah and shirk. Okay.
Yeah, and he could explain it. But the verses he brought, I gave to him.
Okay.
This is the disrespect that we have from some of these individuals, that the stuff you don't see behind the camera and
give me the reference. Give me the references for those verses, and I'll come back to you if you don't mind. If that's okay. It's pretty late now, but get my Quran up.
Yeah. You can always look that up in your private entertainment. Do your thing. Okay.
Let me get a pen. 1 second. One second.
Yeah. I'm here.
I have a question. Something's bugging me, Michael.
Yeah.
How can a pagan have the name Abdullah?
This is what we have to think. It makes Abdullah worship Allah, Munat, and Uzat, which are a family. Allah and Allah are moon deities, stone moon deities. You can look it up. You just see 2 stone deities. And then when you look up the symbol of Allah on his own, you will find out that it's a with the symbol of the crescent moon and the star as his symbol.
Beefy, can I just answer that for you, please? First of all, Islamically, we don't claim that the knowledge of Allah only came with prophets Muhammad. We believe Allah has been sending prophets since the creation of man. And some of that information was always retained by people, by certain people. You understand? So in the Quran, Allah says, there is not a people that Allah hasn't sent a prophet to. So of course, there's always what we claim in Islam is that it's not that there was no other message. Our claim is some of those messages, while still existing, got corrupted along the way. So the true message of it is kind of like not how really it was supposed to be. So of course, there were people who believed in God, whether it was a false deity or not. The existence of Allah's name would have always been in existence. That's all I want to say.
Okay, it would have always been in existence, true. But in what form? As I said, if to correct a bunch of idol worshippers, then one of their idols might have been named Allah. For the simple reference that Abdullah, do you get what I'm saying? Slave of Allah. What Allah? Is it Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? No. Is it Allah, the stone deity? Most probably. It fits the time. It's been there for thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? And all these 360 idols are around the Kaaba. You know what I'm saying? Let's name each one and know the theology of each one. When you start going into it, you start understanding what system belonged to what set of people. So for the Chaldeans, they were Zoroastrian. So if Zoroaster, the statue, and Astaroth was not outside the Kaaba, they might have been inside the Kaaba. But until you understand the science of the Zoroastrians, yeah, or the fire worshippers, yeah, that the Chaldeans were, then you wouldn't know what they were dealing with. You understand? Knowledge is important about all of those things and all of them idols and what they represented and what, because we've had this argument in the park now where a lot of Muslims have accepted that most of these stone idols were conduits to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They were the physical representation, just like Adam was. So anyone who came from Adam, you know what I'm saying, came from the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know what I'm saying? So as they went down the bloodline, you know what I'm saying, they revered their ancestors. It's the same thing they did in Kemet. They didn't worship no idols. They revered their ancestors. These were actually real people who lived. They were never, and they were always male and female. That's why we could say Allah and Allah. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, verses of the Quran. Yeah? Sister, you ready, yeah? Come and get this to Leo. Are you ready, Jenna? Jenna, sister. Can I be heard or?
Sorry, yeah, I'm ready. When you're ready to give me.
Okay.
Just the ayah and the verses will do.
Yeah.
I mean the surah.
Yeah. Sorry. It's Surah 39.
Okay.
Verse 23.
Okay, 23.
Also, Surah 31, 6 and 7.
6 and 7. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read my Quran in the morning. And my
one second, I ain't finished. I ain't finished. I was just warming up. All right. People who left the Quran for Hadith. Okay. That is Surah 25, 30 to 31.
25, 30.
And who thou Hadith should not be read. Okay, that is 45. To refer to 45, 6 to 11.
Okay, 6.
and that should do your back. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that for now. That should do you for a little bit.
Okay, 4 verses. Okay. All right then. Be ready to be refuted, my friend.
You can try, but I don't think anyone out here has ever been brave enough and wise enough to refute the Quran.
You're not the Quran, though.
I'm not the Quran. I'm just saying these are
Your
versatile.
understanding
You're
of
not
not
refuting.
the Quran is not like the other
No,
day
no,
I
you're
had.
not refuting.
Hmm?
You're refuting the book. I'm
No, I'm
standing
refuting.
on the Quran.
No, I'm
I'm
refuting your
standing on the
understanding.
Quran.
I'm going to
Remember,
refute
you're
your
standing.
understanding. I'm
One
going to
second. One
refute the
second.
battle.
One second. I obviously have a better understanding because I don't need hadith.
No, you have
You
a
understand?
narrative.
No. I stuck to the script. The script
No.
says what I'm supposed to do. All information and all instruction, because the Quran itself is the
Understand
only
the
hadith.
Quran according to the Prophet and the Sahaba's teachings. Really.
One second. The Quran is the only hadith that should be read,
Nope.
right? Because that is the communication, yeah, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yes,
Yes or
that is a
no?
communication of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but you know
Right.
what?
So
Allah
whose
gave
hadith
us a
is it?
perfect example in Prophet Muhammad in his implementation and his understanding, because this
Well,
was the final message, and because of the way the previous messages had been corrupted, this was a guarantee. Understand? This is why God said this is the last revelation you're going to receive. So there would
that's
have been
right.
no time for everybody to read it and say, "This is what I think." Then now every person would be confused. Every person would be, and people even now with the correct understanding and all that, people are still confused. So yeah, I love my hadith. It's so good.
Sister. Do you think there's hadith for the Torah? Do you think there's hadith for the Zabur? Do you think there's hadith for the Injil?
What are you talking about? Do I think
These
that when do I think when
I'm
Prophet
saying,
Moses was sent to his people, he taught them how to implement it? I mean, for us, it's not
I'm
hadith or Torah because we don't follow the Torah.
all right. And you're not
Asking if
told
hadith
to, no.
exists in the time of Moses, I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I mean, what laws are you following? Who brought the laws, according to you?
Who brought the law?
According,
Prophet
who
Muhammad,
brought the laws that we should abide by and live by?
the Prophet, obviously.
Yeah, Prophet Musa, yeah?
What are you talking about? You're talking about the Injil.
I'm talking about the laws.
Oh, sorry. Law of what? Law is law.
The
Law of
laws
what?
full stop that we must live and abide by. The laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was given to Musa. Yes or no?
For his people for that time, yes, but it wasn't an
Right.
everlasting Sharia. Prophet Muhammad's one is for
Okay.
everlasting.
So hold on. That is the original Sharia, yes or no?
That was the Sharia of that people, Banu Israel.
Right.
There
So
are,
that's
there
what I'm
are
saying. It's the
regulations that
original
are for a
laws.
specific. Sorry, say that again.
That's the original laws. Then it's set down and
Are you
given
saying? Are you saying that you
to
follow
the
Moses?
descendants.
Are you following the Sharia of Moses?
What else are you supposed to be doing?
You're following. We are the Ummah of Muhammad. We're not the Ummah of Prophet Musa.
You're
We
not the Ummah of
acknowledge
Prophet
we
Musa.
acknowledge of
No,
Prophet
I'm saying,
Musa, and we accept what Allah told us of him. And there are principles within all of the Prophet's teachings, like the oneness of God that exists throughout. But there were different sharias for different times.
is Musa
So we don't look at the
is
Quran
Musa
and say everything that is telling us to do, it told us to do. You understand? We can't say that because they would have had their own sharia for a specific time.
right? So
God gave people the message in doses, and then with Islam, Allah said, "This is it. Like there's nothing else coming after. This is the complete deal."
but are they telling the story that's already been told in the
And
Quran?
what do you mean? Oh, they're telling us past stories in the Quran because some of those stories have been corrupted, as I said previously. So they are telling us we're hearing the story of Moses, like correctly
Okay. So did not Moses bring the laws?
for his people. Yeah,
Right. So are you not his people? No, you're
I'm the.
not. Is
He's
his
my prophet.
prophet not his descendant?
He's my
He's not a
prophet, but,
descendant.
but Allah doesn't say. Allah, in the Quran, Allah says, obey Allah and obey the Prophet. Allah doesn't say obey Moses and his Torah. You know what I mean? This is what we were sent to us. And how can we follow something that the Quran is telling us is already corrupted? Which is
Where
the
is he
message.
telling you that? Give me that verse. Because
Okay, I'll bring it for you. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna bring it for you. I'll bring it for you.
I failed to get it from a lot of the Muslim brothers, scholars in the so-called part.
No, it's there because the word may not be, the word is actually they hold part of the Quran behind their back, but they hold part of the revelation behind their backs. I don't know I can't remember the ayah, but that's actually what it says in the Quran, that they held back some of the revelation.
So, and you think they're talking about the previous book?
We know they're talking about the previous book.
You sure?
Because Allah says that, yeah.
You sure? Because it was a bit sticky for it wasn't Mansour. What was the other one's name? Hashim. It was this was Hashim.
What about Hashim?
And he failed to bring me.
I don't think he
bring me. One second. We had a mediator who was Kalam. So I know you might not rate Kalam, but you know he knows his stuff. So when we're there, it's me, Hashim, and Kalam.
So
right, I'm debating Hashim.
What you're saying is you rejected everything he said. That's what you're saying.
1 second, no, 1 second. I asked him to bring a verse. It got so bad that the verse was so ambiguous, yeah, he had to go and pull another verse. Automatically forfeiting. Because that's an innovation for me. You know what I'm saying? If you bring a verse and you say, this is it, and then we read it and we say, well, is it ambiguous? Could it be perceived that it was another book or another text or even hadith he was talking about? And like, maybe. Okay, let's throw that out. Bring me another verse. I waited. Man tried, man thing, and wobbled and no, bro. There's no verse there. Trust me. So this word corrupt and anything corrupt in any previous book that the Quran is telling you to still go and read. This is why I said I stick to the Quran. Hadith will tell you some other stuff. But the Quran itself tells you go to the previous book.
No, it doesn't.
Goes to the people of, you get me?
No, that's not a general command of the Quran. That's a specific thing for a specific matter, and that was to the Prophet regarding his wife Khadija's uncle to say, go to people who, isn't it? People who recognize scripture. This is the thing Christians always throw this about. How can we? The Quran says these scriptures are corrupt. How can God send you to a corrupt script? Like, doesn't even make sense. How can God in one hand tell you these people have taken the prophet as God and God is condemning them, and then you're telling me there's another verse that says, oh, by the way, if you're unsure of the Quran, that same people that I just condemned and I told you their book is corrupt, go to them and there's nothing in that in Islam. We don't take nothing from them.
That's right. So you're saying that verse is not in the Quran?
What verse?
The verse I mentioned as in go to the previous book, the Injil. There's the
verse, I'm saying the verse, the way you're interpreting it, and many Christians interpret it, that's not what the verse says or means. There's a context to the verse. Bring it, the other one who you're using as evidence.
So you're saying that to go to the people of the book. What book?
Bring the we can only talk about the ayah once we comment. Okay, I'll put that to my. I'll put that to my.
1 second, sis. The Quran is not going to talk about itself, so that's my point. It says it goes to the book.
I think that verse is Al-Baqarah. Let me check. Surah Al-Baqarah, what is it?
1 second. Can you tell me, yeah, and I'm going to ask you, like I asked other brother, sister, yeah, which part of the Bible is the Torah, please?
Excuse me?
Which part of the Bible is the Torah?
I don't know.
Exactly. So I don't know what you're telling.
I'm talking about Islam. I never said I know about Jewish books. I'm talking about Islam. We were talking about what the Quran says. I don't need to know about Jewish books.
Right. Okay, cool. But you're saying something's corrupt, yeah? And I'm saying
I didn't say it. Allah said it. Allah said it. Okay. How can you say? Okay, can I ask you something? Is it not corrupt then that Jesus is seen as a God? Is that not corruption? Is that what Jesus?
No, that's an innovation. That's not corruption.
No, but I'm asking you, is that what Prophet Jesus came with? Did he say, worship me, I'm your Lord?
Of course not.
So there's a corruption there, right?
There's
And
no,
the Jews,
is
the
there?
Jews of today, do you think they've corrupted the book? Are they following Judaism as Prophet Moses came with it? There's what?
No, they're not.
So there's a corruption there, right? That's just
Right.
it. They're just all we're saying is that they mixed
Right.
some falsehood in the text. That's it. That's what Allah says to us.
But
So,
thank God for Israelites. Thank God for Israelites then.
huh?
Thank God for Israelites. Thank God for Hebrews. And thank God for the tribe of the correct.
What do they believe Hebrews? I don't really know.
What?
Are they
Sorry?
following? I don't know. What do Hebrew Israelites? Are they following the same Jewishness as
No,
the?
I didn't say Israelites. I didn't say Israelites. I said Hebrew.
Okay.
You are Hebrew. If you're a Muslim, you came from Ishmael and then Kedar. You get what I'm saying? To give you your Koresh tribe, descendants all the way through the prophet's bloodline.
To me, my lineage, to be honest with you, to me, my lineage is not really, it's not a thing of relevance, really. I'm a Muslim.
From the prophet, this is where it's all coming from. This is a direct relation. You get what I'm saying? We're not going to mess about. We're not going to say things. All his descendants are going to be Hebrews. Some of his descendants are going to be Hebrew. One second. Some of his descendants are going to be Hebrew Israelites. Not all of them are going to be Israelites.
Which prophet? Prophet Muhammad?
The prophet Ibrahim.
What? Okay.
Right.
I don't know how we went to that, but really, I'm not versed in lineage. Lineage is not my thing. I'm interested in
because the prophet Ibrahim is the one. He's the one who's going to lay the foundation of what everybody has. Whether you be Christian, Jew, Hebrew Israelite, you know what I'm saying, or Muslim, yeah, you all come from that particular prophet.
We all come from Adam. We all come from Adam.
You all come from Adam via the prophet Ibrahim. These are Abrahamic religions or Ibrahimic religions.
Adam was before Ibrahim, so how can we be right?
Are they not? Because he was given no text.
What?
He was given laws. He was given laws verbally, physically, or whatever, but he was not given no text. When they started giving text, they gave text.
Who? Adam. Allah spoke. Allah taught him. So he didn't need, like, he was.
Yeah, he didn't need the text. Yeah, he didn't need the text. He didn't need the text.
Yeah, because Allah, he's had a great privilege to be shown firsthand. You know, Allah taught him with his hand. I think the Quran says.
Okay. Okay. And who's making this account?
What account?
Who's making this account of the Quran? Because you see what you're reading and what you're talking about is actually the Torah. You understand? This is the Torah your reference. You can laugh, but we're going to go back and read that you're supposed to read the Torah.
No, I'm not going to be surprised. If you're going to say to me, if you said to me, we're going to find similarities between the Torah and the Quran, of course I accept that. You understand? Because for us, all of the revelations came from the same Lord. And for us, when we say there's a corruption in the text, listen, when we say there's a corruption in the text, that doesn't negate the fact that there's truth in there also. So all of the prophets that are in there, we don't question, you know.
Sister, it doesn't negate that what you're asked to read as a Muslim, what you're asked to read as a Muslim is not corrupt in any translation of the book. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in the Bible or whether you got a proper Torah itself, or whether you've got a proper Injil by itself, or whether you've got a Zabur or the Gospels by itself, you can get those things. You don't have to rely on the Bible that has those things, but also has hadiths in it, in the New Testament. So what you're asked to read has nothing to do with what is corrupt within the Bible. This is the folly of listening to other Muslims and their rhetoric.
So your argument is basically all three books are one. Like there's a trinity of books. That's really what you're saying, because you're saying to me there's no corruption.
As a Muslim, you are asked to read if you do not overstand the Quran. The Quran should be whole enough.
I reject that claim.
One second. The Quran should be whole enough for you to make the overstanding of
you're
how
telling me the Quran is enough, but then you're telling me the Bible and the Torah are the same as the Quran. So you follow all three books, but you're questioning me on following the Hadith.
No. This is what you are as a Muslim in the Quran are advised to read if you have no
No,
discernment
no.
or understanding, or it's confusing. 1 second, or it's confusing for you. The Quran
Oh,
itself.
if I'm confused by the Quran, I should go to a book that says the prophet. Like I can't. I don't want to disrespect people's religions, but no, we're far from
Quran
like.
says, hold on 1 second, sis. This is what the Quran says. You see, this is what I find with a lot of the sects. Because of hadith, yeah, they actually go against the Quran. The one book that you're supposed to put your
I will bring the dalil from the Quran. Since you will only accept Quran, we will deal with Quran alone then.
right. So as I said, but it's a genuine reason why we don't accept hadith, and that is in the Quran.
No, the
So
genuine reason I think
anyone will say,
not you, but the
hold on 1 second,
genuine
one
reason
second, 1 second. Anything that we're doing, yeah, that is not instructed from the Quran, we're dashing it to the wall. It's just plain and simple. And the
so my
Quran
brother, I
has
don't think
given
you have
me
the correct understanding of
Quran,
Quran.
sis. The Quran has given me all these instructions. You get what I'm saying? If I'm confused with it, if I don't like or don't understand it because it's Arabic and all of that type of thing, and it's a much later time, it's a more updated version, I can go to the older ones, I can go to the Bible and read it, and then I can go to the actual original translations and read that.
Okay,
And
can I ask you one question?
yeah,
Can I ask you one question?
understand it.
Have you ever felt
Yes.
confused about something in the Quran and turned to the Bible to understand it?
Yes, I have to.
Okay.
Because there are stories, or there are some of the imams or some of the nabis where the stories seem to be more in depth in some of the other texts.
So you don't believe the Bible to be corrupt at all? You
No,
believe
I
it?
believe that some parts of the Bible are corrupt, but not what you are asked to read as a Muslim.
So how can you take anything from a corrupt book? Is by the mere fact that you accepted some element of corruption. How can you take any aspect of that to be truthful?
Because I'm smart and I know what I must read. As I said, there's hadiths in the Bible. So those hadiths are in the New Testament. These
But
are writings of
why
Paul.
you accept hadith from the Bible,
One
but you
second.
won't accept hadith from Bukhari?
1 second, 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. These are writings of Paul, the self-proclaimed prophet, false prophet in a sense, yeah? So
Okay.
this false prophet and his disciples, yeah, to Timothy and I forgot the other one, Luke, yeah, they have writings also. Now,
Yeah,
this
John,
guy,
Paul, Luke, yeah.
right, to the Romans, Corinthians, and da. These are hadiths. And the difference with this, there's no chain of narration. We don't know if they're Sahih. They've just been given to us. And they contradict the Old Testament. You understand?
Mm.
So with that, I even throw that at the wall. That's my argument with Christians. Like, listen, don't raise this Paul guy who was not given the blessing by any of the Nabis or the Most High or anyone. You understand? He just self-proclaimed. He fell off a donkey on the way to Damascus and said he saw Jesus, and Jesus gave him the authority.
Okay.
He could have just been concussed. You get what I'm saying? Now we've got these texts in the New Testament. But as I said, we stand on the Old Testament when it comes to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because as Muslims, that's what we're talking. And in the New Testament, we're only allowed to read the Gospels, you know what I'm saying, and Revelations, yeah, and also Psalms and all of those other verses. But any workings of Luke, Timothy, and Paul, yeah, we must throw that at the wall. You understand?
Okay.
So yes, you are correct. There are verses that are correct, and I keep telling my brothers, don't listen to the same rhetoric that someone put forward, because when they did put that forward, they could basically explain it. They would say, oh, maybe it would be Adnan. Adnan would say, yeah, go to Mark or Luke, you know what I'm saying, 14 and blah, 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 and explain his point. You know what I'm saying? But it became a thing that a lot of Muslims would just say it. Now, when it came to defending it, it became a problem because you're dealing with Christians who read the Quran and read their Bible. So you go and try and bring them a verse in their Bible to show them that that is corrupt. So how did you make the comparison? What verse do you have that's the same as that verse that certain things were abrogated and all of this type of stuff? but still, yet it's non-relevant because as a Muslim, that is not what you're asked to read in those books. So in a sense, you're just wasting your own time. You know what I'm saying? It's a very touchy subject, but people have used it for war. This is why, as a Muslim, they can't attack me in a park when it comes to anything about hadith. Because they know it doesn't stand. They say, you're Quranist, you're Quranist. Cool, no problem. But I don't have the Aisha problem. I don't have the Prophet biting someone's penis and all of this and abusing a man, abusing his father and all of these lies and all of these hadith.
No, there's a lot of fabricated hadith. We don't disregard any part of our religion because people don't like it. Really, that you know. Prophet Muhammad said, let me tell you a hadith, but let me just drop a hadith on you. Let me just drop a hadith on you. Yeah.
Hold on, 1 second. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. If you want to read about the life and times of the Prophet, that is definitely your right. You understand? But the rest of this hadith stuff, yeah, I don't see the point of it. It doesn't make no sense whatsoever. I don't see the point of a scholar. If you're not your own scholar,
I'm not gonna lie, hadith are dead. I'm not gonna lie, hadith are dead.
It's dead, man.
That most of them, like when I'm having just normal conversations with the brothers, it's like whenever I ask if it's a hadith or it's in the Quran, it's a fucking problem. It's a game changer in any conversation. I'm not saying that a conversation is a game, but it really does change the way you look at what they're telling you. Hold on. Oh, what, for real, yeah? What, for real? Bruh. Is that in the Quran or is that hadith?
But why is that? Why is that an issue for you?
Man, they give you that look because the Quran is certified. If it's in the Quran, I know that every Muslim everywhere has this and takes this as this is what this is. This is the Quran. It's certified. It's the Quran. You shouldn't be asking me why is this.
Every Muslim takes hadith. Every Muslim accepts hadith as well.
Yes, exactly. But then why is there a authentication process when it comes to hadith and not when it comes to Quran?
Because the Quran, we know directly.
Bro, don't ask me silly questions then, babe.
What do you mean? No, but I'm saying the way you said that is like you accept the Quran. So, mashallah, I'm saying
a Muslim will say, we know the Quran is but the hadiths, so it's like, where? When it comes to the hadiths, it's men that tell you whether they're valid or not.
It's the same men that collected the Quran that collected the hadith, to be honest with you. So the same men. You understand? So for me collected the hadith, I have to doubt the Quran itself because the same men, the Quran was in their hands. Really.
Hold on. So
all the questions, sis. If you say you want
questions.
No, nothing hard.
Come prepared. Come on, guys.
Nothing hard, just discussion.
Okay.
If you're saying you won't take from the Bible what is corrupted, some of this corrupted.
Sorry, say that again.
If you say you don't take from the Bible what is corrupted, yeah.
Yeah.
But you take from hadiths which are corrupted though.
Hadiths are not corrupted though.
They're all
hadith. That's why we have I believe, and I don't mean to offend Christians, but I believe that our hadith authentication is far than the authentication of the Bible.
I'm saying are all hadiths authentic?
No.
That's my point I'm trying to make.
But that's why we have hadith sciences.
But are they all authentic though?
No, there's some fabricated hadiths.
That's what I'm saying.
But you see, the thing is, our scholars, what they did is, and this is something I actually respect about the scholars, because a lot of people would use this like, oh my God, there's this. What they've done is they've collected the correct, they've collected the fabricated, and they've collected they preserved these, and they've put it on there, like, you know, this is But for future scholars and future Muslims to still academically read the text and challenge the text, you understand? So they could have been tyrants and just been like, oh, these are the Sahih hadith, the rest we're just going to wipe out. They didn't. They preserved every single thing, whether it's fabricated, whether it's Sahih, which is correct, or whether it's weak. So we still have that, you know, verification system.
Okay.
Nah, man, it's just...
But
I understand what you guys are coming from. I'm not gonna lie. I understand.
Wait 1 sec. Correct me if I'm wrong though. The Quran, much before read, it's a Hafs Quran, yeah? But no one takes from the Hafs hadiths.
What?
I said the
Oh,
Quran
you
must
can memorize it. You say you can memorize the Quran, but you can't memorize Hadith.
no, listen. You all read from the Hafs Quran, which is a memorization of Hafs, yeah? But you won't take his hadiths, say they're corrupted. To me, that don't make sense.
Is this what you stopped me for? Black
Yeah.
clout, black clout.
It's Hafs and Wash. I don't know. I didn't really understand the question.
I said that you take the Quran you read, it's a Hafs Quran. Most people, yes?
Not really. There's more than one.
Oh, there's more than one Quran.
No. There's a method like of reciting the Quran. The what you just have is like it's one method of the Wash and the Naf. It's one method of reciting. But the meaning is still the same. You understand? There's just
There are different Qurans then.
huh?
So you have different Qurans.
No.
If you were to Hafs and the Walsh, then there's two different Qurans.
No,
They're
it's
the
not.
same, but one name.
No.
Like you got the King James Version Bible and the new NIV Bible. Still the Bible, but two different versions. The Walsh.
No, it's not. It's not different versions. You understand? It's just like it's like if two people have two different ways of saying the same thing. You understand? It's not a different version of anything.
If you got two different ways of saying something, two different versions, love.
No, it's not two different versions. It's pronunciation. The words are still the same. It's like it's how you recite the Quran.
So how I recited and how I read it should be the same. So it should be one Quran. Shouldn't have two.
When I try to recite it, it doesn't stay the same. Because we have to beautify our voice to even now, if you go on YouTube, you'll see different styles of reciting the Quran. It's just styles. It's the word, they're not changing anything. The meaning is still the same. It's like, you can sing, or you can sing a different way. It's just, I can't explain it, really.
This is getting weird for me now.
But there's one Quran, there could never be, we wouldn't be following like loads of different Qurans because each one of them would be telling us a different thing. Then, guys, it's been lovely. I really have to sleep. I've got the school run in the morning.
Okay.
Maku, be prepared for
Look,
tomorrow.
she's running. Look, she's running.
No, I've been so tired. We stayed up way longer than I would have. But thank you for having me on. And I apologize. I hope I wasn't too aggressive earlier. I did lose my cool for a bit.
Where did you mean? I missed that bit. When did you lose your cool? Was you shouting at Maku?
That's why I don't take the mic, That's why I don't come on, because if I get triggered, I can just go spaz.
Was you shouting at Maku?
No, I wasn't.
Did I miss that? Did I miss it?
No, I meant me and Sosa earlier.
Nah, that was cool. No, he was live. He was cool, man.
That was alright.
That was cool.
Mako, I think, took it easy on me today, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I like that.
We've been conspiring behind the scenes.
I know they're playing. They're people. Let her get comfortable there. I know.
Yeah. We don't want to run.
At one point, we looked at each other like, "Rah, she's still here, yeah."
Durability. You get me?
Lock the door, quick. All right.
Yeah, I've got my verses, and hopefully, if you do tomorrow, I'll
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, man, big up.
All right. Help yourselves, everybody.
All right. See you later.
All right, take care.
Salam. Yeah. Fairy tale.
Yeah. Smell it, man.
Smell it.
Right. She saw me trying to close the door. She's like, "Yo, what's going on?"
Yeah, just.
I tell Zubeda to come on. Cook her quickly. Yeah, cook her quickly, man.
Come on. Cooking class part 2.
You just jumped off Raspect, so you might as well just jump on real quick. Just for that, 5 minutes? Say what, guys?
Read the back chat.
I know she's good.
She did the back chat. Traversing.
Hey, what are you saying?
Nah, I didn't say nothing.
No, what are you saying?
There you go.
What are you saying, Maku, fam?
I said,
What you say? You say you reject the hadith, yeah?
what?
Or you say you reject the
I
hadith?
regret.
I said, do you reject the hadith?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
So you're not saying that certain hadiths are revelation though.
What?
What?
I'm telling you, certain hadiths, yeah, they're revelation
From who?
from God.
What?
Okay.
Okay,
Give it to who?
okay.
You say some
let me break it down.
some hadiths are directly from God.
No, from
What?
hold on.
There's only one set of.
What do you think of Maki? What do you think of Hadith al-Quds?
Sorry, I didn't hear you there. What did you say?
What did it say?
What do you think of Hadith al-Qudsi?
I don't know about that hadith there. Explain.
So you're not telling me they're not hadiths from God?
Hmm?
Bro, don't act confused.
There are predictions of from God, yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on, Zubaydah. Zubaydah, you know this is the Lil Street. Let's get this is the Lil Street, man.
Excuse me.
You know this is the Lil Street, huh? Come on.
Right. At the end of the day, Maki, let me tell you something.
Yeah, mate.
What about when the Prophet, peace be upon him, speaks about the times before the day of judgment, the signs? Are they not hadiths where he predicts about the Dajjal, about the barefoot Arabs competing and building tall buildings? Is that not happening?
Well, if you read the Injil, you'll find your answer.
I'm not talking about the Injil. We're speaking about hadiths. So do you not agree that these specific hadiths?
No. We're not talking about hadith. We're talking about the predictions and the revelations and the seven seals are all in the Injil.
No.
The book of Revelation.
You're saying you reject the hadiths. You're saying that you reject the hadiths. You don't believe in hadiths. No. So you don't believe that when the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that there will be barefoot Arabs competing against building tall buildings? Is that not a hadith? So do you reject that?
Do I reject that?
Yeah.
I already know that to be true because I read the Injil.
So that hadith confirms that. So you don't reject all hadiths. Maybe you could say that I reject most hadiths, but there are some hadiths that I do accept.
I don't need to reject. One came before the other. Why do I need to refer to hadith when I have the Injil? The book of Revelation. You hear?
But at the end of the day, as a Muslim, yeah, you're saying that you're Quran.
Yeah, hold on one second. Because how would I know?
Is the Injil? Hold on, but Maku, is the book of Revelation in the Injil? After all, we don't have the Injil. Where's the Injil? Who's got the Injil? What Injil are you talking about?
The book of Revelation is the Injil, not that it.
No, we don't have the Injil. No, is that true?
Bro, I'm sitting there with the Injil, man. Many people can have a copy of the Injil.
This ain't.
You don't have to have.
This is something that's been called the Injil. This ain't the Injil, though, bro. Come on, bro.
The Injil is the book of Revelation. Plain and simple. I'm not.
Where is the Injil?
In the Bible, so you can have it in the Bible. You've got it in the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Have you got the book there?
You're asked to read it as a Muslim, as I said to the sister before. Yeah, you're meant to read the Torah, the Injil, and the Zabur. That's it. Plain and simple.
When I tell you Maki's a Jehovah's Witness, you don't want to laugh at me, yeah? Because this brother keeps on referring to other books, but as a Muslim, you don't want to refer back to the Quran and the Hadith.
Injil. And if I open it up, it will tell you it's the book of Revelation written by John, son of Zebedee, on the Isle of Patmos.
Son of who?
These are the revelations of Isa alayhi salam. This is where the revelations came from about the end times and who's coming and who's not coming.
Yeah, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, was specific when he speaks about the Dajjal. Hold on.
Who's coming back? Who's coming back? Stop playing. Stop playing games. Who's coming back? Who's coming back?
Jesus is coming back.
Okay, who's coming back?
Hold on. The Prophet specifically explained that he's going to have one eye. No Prophet said that. No Prophet explained that the Dajjal is going to have one eye, except for the Prophet, peace be upon him, who was specific in that matter. Is that not a revelation? So in the Injil,
the revelation to you. It's a revelation to you because you don't read. I told you.
Listen. So in the Injil, does it say it's going to have one eye? In the
this.
Injil,
If
does
you
it say have
don't
one
read
eye?
the other text, you will never know.
Blood, answer the question. Does it
You will
in the
never know
Injil?
what Shaitan's doing. You will never know what Isa Salam's doing. You will never know about none of this. If you don't read Revelations, and Revelations came out before the Quran. Plain and simple.
Does the
Don't
Injil
get an upset.
specifically? Hold on.
Learn to read, man.
Uncle.
Ikra.
Does the Injil say that the Dajjal was gonna have one eye?
Ikra.
Does the
Answer
Injil
that
say he's
question.
gonna have one
Answer
eye?
that question. Answer that question.
What? Does it say what?
So the Prophet, peace be upon him, was the only prophet to mention that the Dajjal is gonna have one eye. Now in the Injil, does it speak about the Dajjal specifically having one eye?
Having one eye?
Yes.
No.
Right.
No one eye.
So this is a hadith. Do you reject this hadith?
Well, I don't reject the idea or the story because it's there, but the one eye thing, yeah.
Okay. So do you not agree that this day and age there is a lot of symbolism with this one eye thing, and just putting a timeline together and the prediction of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the prediction of the other prophets before, the signs of day of judgment are happening to this day, and obviously people are promoting this one eye thing, which I believe is these people are basically preparing for the coming of the Dajjal with this whole one eye thing. And this is a coincidence that the Prophet, peace be upon him, tells us that this Dajjal is going to have one eye.
Everybody has that story, whether you're Sunni, Shia, Sufi, whatever. You all have your version of when the Mahdi comes with Isa salam and the Prophet supposedly. Some say the Prophet as well. You know what I'm saying? And all the signs and the Dajjal and the one eye thing. Some people say one eye, some people don't, depending on your sect.
I think majority
really
of Muslims do
you know
agree that he's going to have one eye.
Trust me, everybody has their version of the story. We've had this debate in the back still, and a lot of people have brought their own version.
Can I give you one, the little brother, please?
The Shias have brought theirs. One second.
Okay,
My brother Raza and they have brought theirs, which they said it was a hadith, their revelation. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean it's the same for everybody. We're not all in the same sect again. You get what I'm saying? Which is another thing. You don't know what we study, but mainly we focus on the Quran. You get what I'm saying? We do read the other books that the Quran tells us to read.
Yes.
So this is why we're
can I just say something here, please? Praise be to Allah. Firstly, the Prophet's Sunnah is the second source of Islamic Sharia. The revelation came down to the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, with the Sunnah as it came down to him with the Quran. The proof of that is the words of Allah, may he be exalted. Nor does he speak of his own desire. It is but a revelation revealed. In Surah Al-Najm, chapter 33, verses 3 to 4, Allah, may he be exalted, has enjoined upon the believers complete submission to the words of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his hadiths and rulings, to the extent that he, may he be glorified, swore by his divine self that whoever hears the words of the Prophet, peace be upon him, then rejects him and does not accept them, has nothing to do with the faith at all. He, may he be glorified and exalted, said interpretation of the meaning in Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 65. But no, by your Lord, they can have no faith until they make you, O Muhammad, judge in all disputes between them and find in themselves no resistance against your decisions and accept them with full submission. Now, how do we find out the Sunnah of the Prophet, peace be upon him? Through hadith. How do we know to pray 5 times a day? Through the hadith. How do we know the characteristics and the attributes of the Prophet, peace be upon him? Through the hadith. And Muslims should aspire to be as much like the Prophet, peace be upon him. But how would we know? Through this revelation, the hadiths. Yes, there are some hadiths that are debatable, some that are not authentic, some that we can go as far as rejecting fully. But there are many hadiths that we have to take into consideration as Muslims, because they are revelations from God. They are the teachings and the practices of the Prophet, peace be upon him. And like the Quran said, if we reject that, then we reject Islam.
Right. So is the Prophet, better and a better example of how to live than Isa salam?
I think that they're all as good as each other. But as Muslims,
the what? Sorry?
They're all as good as each other.
Okay. as good as each other. If I choose Isa alayhi salam, the one who's coming back, yeah, to focus on, yeah, am I wrong?
Well, if you're trying to put superiority over Isa over Muhammad, then you're wrong.
Superiority. One hasn't even died yet.
But this is how you have the mentality of the Christians now, because you're putting Jesus on a higher pedestal than he actually is. This is the problem with you people, because Jesus done a lot of miracles, done a lot of things, does not mean we have to put superiority over him. Doesn't mean he has extra special powers, because he's only been given these abilities.
Is he coming back?
Yes, he's coming back, but it does not give him superiority over Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Hold on, what are you telling me then? If he comes back to me, yeah, and he comes back to us, sorry, yeah, and we do not bow and give respect to him, yeah, and he sees that, yeah, hold on, you was giving bow and respect to the other guy.
But we were not bowing down to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What do you mean?
So then what's the point then? What's the point? We respect the prophet like all the other prophets. But we know and we acknowledge that only one is coming back.
But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought the last message, the Quran, which has still been preserved today. Jesus' message is not being preserved by his people. They ruined it. They ruined the whole message. They ruined the message.
He didn't bring a message. He didn't bring a message.
So what did he
brought
do?
a continuation, right? And then what you're saying about the attributing to the prophet again, yeah, you're not understanding that he's the seal of the prophet. So the documents, yeah, are the last document. He's not the last prophet, though. We know who's the last.
So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last prophet.
How can he be? If
because your argument is that Jesus is coming back, so that means he's the last one.
Alayhi salam is coming. How is the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the final prophet? Explain.
He is the final prophet, bro. Because Isa alayhi salam done his time. He's coming back to rectify things. But at the same time, when it comes to the timeline, the Prophet, peace be upon him, is the last messenger. There's no one that came after him. Because
there's no but with no Nabi. There's no but with no Nabi, no prophet.
If you do, you're confusing folks out here, fam.
I'm confusing. Who's coming back? Hold on one second. You're trying to convince me. You're trying to convince me, yeah, that the Nabi that we say peace be upon. Why do we say peace be upon him?
Because he's obviously dead.
Right. And Isa alayhi salam is coming back, yes?
Yes.
So I would say put respect on Isa alayhi salam's name, yeah. Respect the prophet, yes. Because
he's not coming back with a new message, though. Hold on. Isa alayhi salam is not coming back with a new message. He's not coming back to start a whole new thing, bro.
That's fine.
He's not coming back as saying I'm a new prophet and people. No, he's already come and done his thing, fam. So he's not coming back with a new message or a whole.
We already got that. We already got that. Hold on. We already got that with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Yeah, in the documents. What's being put into the Injil and in Revelations is the action when he comes back. So we already understand that when he comes back, he's not in the same capacity.
So why is Isa alayhi salam coming back? Two reasons. He's coming to clarify to the Christians that I'm not God. He's going to destroy the crosses. And then he's coming to kill the Dajjal. He's not coming back to proclaim himself, to say, I'm a prophet, this is the message. He's coming back to rectify and clarify. So, bro, let's be honest here, fam. He's not coming here saying, I'm the last prophet, because we already know Isa alayhi salam. Things on that day, things will be clarified. Things will be clarified.
And the pale Arab.
Sorry?
And the pale Arab.
And the plain Arab.
The pale Arab
with the blue eyes. Come on, man.
I don't understand what you mean by that.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
Arab.
No, but I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean pale Arab with blue eyes, fam?
Come on, you want to talk about revelations and you want to talk about predictions. But what did they say for the pale Arab? What was his fate?
I don't know, bro. You tell me. Wallah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it wasn't good that way. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't good.
Talks about the Arab.
So we know who the Dajjal is. We know who the Dajjal is. We're not saying
the Dajjal is Arab, yeah?
So we also know who the Mahdi is. We know that they're a tribe, alive and kicking in Sudan. Alive.
MashaAllah, bro. I'm happy. MashaAllah.
Oh, okay. And what sect of Islam are they? What sect of Islam are they? They're Ansar, because they follow Isa alayhi salam. Because they existed.
Yeah, MashaAllah, bro. I'm not with all the sectarian stuff, bro, like you.
Let me give you an education, because they existed before the Prophet. Because even what do you call it? Bilal was an Ansar. This is where the pure whites come from. This is where the white garbs come from, because they existed in the time of the prophet.
Okay.
We're not gonna play no games. Yeah, when all of this, as I said, fall at the feet of Prophet Ibrahim.
I mean, you know,
Go on.
I mean, to be honest, I don't care where they come from, what nation they're from. To me, if they're coming to spread righteousness, that's all I care about.
Right. So you disrespected Musa.
What
Yeah,
do you
because you
mean?
rubbed him out. You
Hold
say
on,
you're
hold
not.
on. Don't start making claims and lies about me, fam. Don't do that, fam. What do you mean I disrespected Musa?
So you don't follow his laws. You don't follow the Sharia of Musa.
When did I say that?
So in the Quran, yeah, in the Quran, who's mentioned? Who's mentioned the most?
Musa alayhi salam.
What? Sorry?
Musa's mentioned a lot in the Quran. I don't know if he's mentioned the most.
Okay. Is he mentioned more than the Prophet? Peace be upon him.
Yes.
Is he mentioned more than upon him?
No. I don't think so. I think is it not mentioned more than him?
He's mentioned more than the Prophet, yes?
Yes.
Right. So the book is not really about the Prophet, is it?
Yeah, but what you're trying to do here is you're trying to give like bro, all the prophets are equal.
Why is a man giving man a steal? One second.
You're a nationalist. I'm trying to see you, fam. Because that's what I'm trying to see what you're doing, fam. Because you're saying this is why Allah listen. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Prophet peace be upon him to Saudi Arabia, because people like you only follow the prophets because they were from their nation. That's why, fam. You're not following the prophets because they're spreading the message. You're only following them because they're from your nation, because they're from your tribe, fam. That's what you're doing, fam.
Okay. Can I answer that?
Yeah.
No. Let me give you an education. Biblical.
Where the prophet was from.
It's simple. Each prophet was not related to each other.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You had Israelites from different tribes.
Huh? Sorry.
They're all from the same lineage in one go, but
okay. So where are the different nations then? Explain. Where's the different nations? You got your own. What do you say? I got my own Nabi here. Nabi was sent to different nations, but they all came from the same family.
And they came with the same message.
Explain. From the same family, though.
Yes, with the same message.
Right. With the same message, going off in different directions, and But you're saying each of them ones was different ones for different people. But we've just established they're all from the same family.
Yeah, but obviously places. Look, places.
Done.
Like I said, this guy, fam. Was there a prophet sent to the Quraysh people at the time? Where were the Hebrews from? Where were the Jews from? Everything was happening in ancient Egypt around them sides. You understand? There was no prophet.
These were the tents of Kedar. These were the tents of Kedar that your people formed from, which the Quraysh came from. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. So, and then they're Ishmaelites. I didn't know.
Yes. Because
Kedar is the son of Ishmael. And Ishmael is the son of who? The Prophet Ibrahim, yes? Come on. Speed up.
No, hold on. After again.
I'm saying Ishmael, was the son of the Prophet Ibrahim.
Yes.
First son, in fact. Let's get it right. And his mother was Hagar, right? An Egyptian woman.
Yes.
As a Muslim, your traditions are half Chaldean, you get me? Half Zoroastrian, and half.
Like for me, I'm not like you. Like I don't really care. Like I don't care what was, what tribe they were from. As long as they're spreading the right message, I will follow whoever's spreading the right message.
Okay, but for a long while,
from this side and that side, and I don't
for a long while of history, these people are supposedly pagan. These are idol worshippers, and it seemed fine to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to punish them, burn them, set them on fire, destroy their tribe, so they don't even reach a generation that they can have the Prophet Muhammad, you get what I'm saying, coming out of them. This is why I say the fallacy in some of the thinking and the overstanding.
But your argument is because that Musa alayhi salam is mentioned more than the Prophet sallallahu, that he has some sort of superiority over him, which is not the case, bro.
He's the one who brought the law. So it would make sense that
the Prophet brought the Quran, the most preserved book out of all of them.
Okay. That's what they told you.
Yeah.
That's what they told you. Because just like the Bible, hold on one second. If you say the Bible's corrupt, yeah, and the Quran is only a version of the Bible, it's only a version, same thing. The Injil, the Zabur, the thing is all meant to be in.
Listen. You know why? Look at the Quran. Look at the first surah, Surah Al-Fatiha. First surah calls for Tawheed straight away. The Bible talks about, the first chapter talks about the creation. How are you going to talk about the creation without mentioning the creator? You understand? They talk about, oh, the earth was made in 7 days. And the Quran says, nah.
But who made that? Who made that?
Hold on. The Quran talks about Fatiha, talks about Tawheed straight away to clarify, because Allah's sending a message here. Yeah? These books have been corrupted.
Yeah, they mentioned
I sent a message
in the Bible.
People, instead of worshipping me, they started to worship the prophets and worship the people. So Allah specifically makes it clear, first and foremost, before we get into any stories, we're calling for Tawheed. You understand?
What prophet?
First surah.
What prophet? No one's made before Adam, no?
Sorry?
Is there no one made? There's no one made before Adam, is there?
I'm saying to you, when it comes to the Christians, yeah, they started worshipping Jesus. You understand? They started worshipping Jesus. So God obviously sent down the Quran to clarify that, to dead that argument.
But that's not in the theology. That's the ideals. That's like people now saying that they believe in the Trinity.
Listen, even in the Bible,
say, hold on, one sec, sis. Even 20 years ago, they didn't necessarily believe that. You understand?
But
just like with the Quran, 1 second, sis. 1 second. 20 years ago, when I was talking with certain imams and trimming their beard and all that, yeah, that we were not having a discussion about hadith.
All right,
we were just
family. Yeah, I didn't mean for this to be a long one.
Yeah, right.
I'm enjoying this conversation. However, I'm willing to let it go on for another half an hour, but I want to see the lights go up. The lights have to go up, otherwise we're just gonna dead this here. Sorry, even though I'm liking this conversation, we'll probably just carry on off air or something. So if you want to hear more about this conversation, hit the like button, get these likes up. They're just sitting there.
Like up, man.
So that's up to you lot. We can go on for another half an hour. The lights have to match how many people are watching, or we're out of there. Yeah, well.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Like up, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Like real talk, you know, and I will actually lock it off.
That's what I'm saying, fam. Well, Respect got done dirty today, fam. I say it's like 200 dislikes.
Yeah, it's just bots, man. It's not real. Not real. The dislikes stay though. You can check my dislikes on certain videos. One video yesterday, when we finished, it had 5 dislikes. Yeah, when I woke up,
I see that happen. Like I see on some live.
Got like 100. Got like 100 dislikes now. I don't know what happened.
That's beautiful, fam.
Yeah.
Who's doing judge, fam?
Someone's doing the judge.
Holy shit.
All right. Well, we've matched the watching with the likes, so that's a start. Yeah, you look, carry on then, man. Go on, man. Go for it. So.
I mean, Maki, man, for me, like, obviously I respect you, brother, first and foremost. Definitely, I respect you as my older brother, as a human being. You know, it's no disrespect from my side, really. But obviously, you know, when I like to challenge these ideas. You know, this is a part of the whole thing. And I do feel like you are saying some silly things that obviously need to be challenged. And obviously, you know, I'm just trying to understand. Because obviously, you say you claim to be a Muslim, mashallah. But obviously, what's that from?
A little baby Quran, man.
Mashallah, mashallah.
Yeah, Arabic and everything. Come on, man. Don't play with me.
You know, someone has time to make that small Quran, you know.
Yeah, it came from Morocco, isn't it?
Oh, you gotta be careful, fam. Morocco, they got some dodginess going on up there, man.
I got some dodginess, yeah. But I'll bring my Algerian people.
Bro, listen, they can't chat to no Algerians, Harvey. You mad?
No. You're gonna be surprised, bro. You're gonna be surprised. I got Algerian neighbors who are my good friends and who I give Dalil to. Because as Muslims, you know, they can waver, they can, you know, get off the path and that. Sometimes, yeah, come on, I'll steer them back on. You hear me? I'll remind them. Auntie will say to me, oh, it's hadith. Hadith. Is it, Auntie? What does it say in the Quran? I don't know. I think I'm going to go home and read it. Yeah. I hear you, Auntie. I hear you. I hear
Hey,
you.
look, bro, see Algerians, fam. We're not.
But the husband,
But Maki, do you not agree? Yeah.
the husband's not even into religion. The husband's not even into religion.
That's what I'm about to say to you. That's what I'm about to say to you, Ak. Yeah, like, see us Algerians, man. We're not all into this. Like, these people are like take it
You're not in
so
it.
seriously, fam. Like, you go to Algeria,
Yeah.
Ak. Yeah, you're like, Algeria is so beautiful, Ak. You don't understand. Like, Algeria is so underrated. People want to go Morocco, Dubai, bro. Algeria is better than all of that. I'll say that proudly. Yeah. You will feel the presence of Islam, but you won't feel it as if it's this like oppressive religion. Like people are chilled out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we got the sisters wearing a headscarf and people going to pray, and even the sheikhs and the akis, man, they're all smiley. They're not like strict and like, you know, these Khawarij mentality, fam. We're very chilled out people, man.
That's the same in my country. I mean, religion is definitely the order of the day. You're Muslim or Christian. Well, that's the only choices you've got. To be a Muslim or Christian or traditional.
Where's that in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not so heavy. There's no one giving dawah. It's like it's mad. Yeah, it's weird. Like
that's
weird, like
from the real Algeria. Yeah, me.
My brother,
real Algeria. You get me?
My brother's gone to one of my brothers lives in America. He's a dentist. And he's into that Jimmy Swaggart Christian, you know, that type of thing. And my dad's a Sunni Muslim. Like, it's not a bother. It's not like, oh my God, we slew him. You get me?
Yeah,
stuff like that for him, or it doesn't work like that. It's weird. Like, you can make your own choices. You get your day. Other than that, I would say the most significant
people are just
day.
trying to pervert. It's like, even from the speaker's corner. Like for me, when I hear these people talk, they're making my religion seem very difficult, fam. They're making it seem very awkward.
No, but what Gilil I got the other day made me personally think that maybe that some of us who are born, you get what I'm saying, are a bit complacent and are not as what's the word? As not as dedicated as some of the reverts. And when I thought about it, and I thought, you know what, that might be right, you know, because even as Christians, you know, like when people convert to Christianity, as whereas someone who grew up with it, it's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? It's like the ones that just converted put a lot more effort.
I would say, like with me, I reverted. Let's just say, because I was born Muslim, but I never knew nothing about my religion. Like, you know, I just say Muslim by name. But it was only when I went back home to Algeria when I was about 16 years old, where I went to stay at one of my auntie's houses, and she lived like in those isolated towns in the desert, and she used to wear the niqab and things like that. And at first I judged. I was like, "Why are you wearing this niqab for, man? Like, is your husband forcing you to do that?" And I was really like shocked that my auntie was wearing the niqab, and she kind of broke it down to me. She goes, "No, I choose to wear this, and I want to wear this." And you know, at first I thought her husband was forcing her to do it, but when I observed their relationship, it was a very loving, healthy relationship. So I said, "So why do you wear this stuff?" And she said, "I do it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." And then what really drew me to Islam
sounds like a hadith.
Bro, at the end of the day. No, but when she started, like, you know what really drew me into Islam, which made me believe it was the Judgment Day. When they started speaking about the signs and the predicaments of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and what, you know, they will all be judged. For raw, like, this kind of makes sense. Like, this is the purpose of life for me. Like, we're not here for no reason. Like, obviously we're going to be held accountable for what we do in this earth, and based on that we're going to be rewarded or punished. So do the right thing, because I don't believe that we're just here to just do what we do and die and it's over, fam. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, this is why we call it Islam is a faith. You have faith. Faith is basically to believe in something, to trust in something, that something's going to come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes before you jump off, when you're about to do skydiving, you have faith that you're either going to make it or you're not going to make it. You have hope. You know what I'm saying to you?
But faith also cheated on Biggie.
Well, I mean, basically, I mean, who would not cheat on Biggie, man? Like, come on, fam. Come on, man. She had to get it from somewhere, fam. But
you need to come and talk to these Algerian boys, man. This family, they've got two sons here. One's like 19, the other one's like 15 or 14. You get me? And the older one, he's respectful and everything, but bruh, that nigga, he's a road youth. into gangs, the man
Yeah,
into
no,
chefing,
Algerians are.
all sorts of shit.
Well, Algerians are
You know what I'm
mafia, you know the Italian when they speak about Italian mafia, yeah. They actually
Mm.
there's a part of them that are Algerians. You know, Algerians are known to be very, very out. They're doing their thing in Europe, man. France,
Yeah, you
Italy.
lot are in France taking a piss.
Yeah, but we're like the Asians of London, fam. We're all over fam, in France. You know what I'm saying? Like, but,
Yeah, bear out here. Yeah, I got bear. Yeah.
well, we're good people, man. You know, Algerians, they're very in the middle. We're very balanced people. It just comes down to our culture act. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, if you look at Algerian history, we're travelers act. We live in the desert and that. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, you know the pirates. You know when they speak about pirates of the Caribbean, that's us, fam. We were the Barbary Coast pirates, fam. This Jack Sparrow that they talk about. Jack Sparrow,
I don't know. Well, slow down a bit. Slow down.
Right, here we go.
You were doing good.
Right.
What do you say? We say we're pirates, fam.
I can smell a fairy tale.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, I think you were doing
Blackbeard.
But
Blackbeard in them, man. There. Blackbeard in them, man. There was black.
Yeah,
but obviously, where was they from though? Where was they from, fam? They're from
Jack Sparrow.
Tunisia. You're from
He's
Algeria,
another blackbird.
Are you talking about black Algerians?
Yeah, they could have. Yeah, possibly. They could have been black. I don't know for 100, but maybe they was.
Nah, come on, man. What's this?
Oh well, maybe they were then. Maybe they were. Yeah. Yeah, we got some black people in Algeria.
Are you Berber though?
No.
No.
Not having it.
No one that work.
No, Algeria's got three parts. You got the Berbers, you got the Arabs, and you go down south, black Algerians. They're not African migrants. They are actually born and bred black Algerians, and they live in the desert in Tamerasset in south. I want to go and visit that place.
Oh, you mean the originals?
No, they're black, brother. They look. If you look
I know, the originals, isn't it?
Sorry.
The originals.
Yes, the originals. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have their own language.
Just like in all them other countries. Yeah.
It's the same with
even the original Berbers.
If you
The
go
original
to North
Berbers
Africa,
are black.
if you go to North Africa, everywhere down south is black. Even with Egypt, you go to Nubia, with Sudan, with Morocco. Even you go down south Morocco, they're all black. Algeria, all black. They're all down south.
Yeah, we know this. Originals.
It's good that you got us in our place. We know our place, isn't it?
Nah, brother, man. Come on, you're welcome. You're welcome, Allah. Go to Algeria capital, man. It's very mixed. Even my family, I got people in my family that look mixed race, bro.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of them. Yeah, them two brothers.
Algerians have a very mixed race look. Is that right, or am I trying shit?
Yeah, no, but one has African cheekbones, and then the other one's like, I don't know, he's just looking like mixed race, like.
But you see, what it's me, yeah, like.
But he's got the afro. One's got afro, and one's got like thin kind of.
Bro, if you look at one of my sisters, yes, wallahi, you think she's mixed race. Wallahi, she's got brown skin. She's even got afro-y hair, and you wouldn't believe that's my sister. And even me, like I've got green eyes, and I'm half Algerian, half Iraqi. Like for me, that's because possibly with the Romans, they invaded Algeria as well. So that's probably how I got green eyes because of
Romans.
Yeah.
Romans the baby.
That's why I want to do one of those DNA tests, but people tell me don't do it. It's dodgy. Those ancestry things.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but no, I think that one might be all right for you. So. Yeah, you know, might be all right. Because my other Algerian brother in the park, who the big man, he done it for Gary Google, innit? Because Gary Google was saying he's not black and all sorts. But the numbers, the final result didn't make sense to me. He was like, he had some Saharan African, and then he said he was Berber, 40-something% Berber, a little Italian, a little something else. You get what I'm saying? Western Europe or something like that. Yeah. But I couldn't understand how they separated the Berber from the Sub-Saharan African. It's actually supposed to be one. So if you put that percentage together with the other percentage, it was like 75% African.
But you see, when they speak about Sub-Saharan Africa, what region are they talking about? What part of Africa is that Sub-Saharan?
There is no region. This is the point with DNA.
Anywhere after Sudan. That's Sub-Sahara.
Okay.
Well, anywhere below the equator or anything like that.
The radar.
Yeah.
Do you believe the real Muhammad was black?
Do I believe that the Prophet Muhammad was black?
Yeah.
There is a strong possibility. I'm just basing it on the I wouldn't say like black African. I would say he was maybe tanned, very because if you look at Saudi Arabians today, yeah, they have the dark skin, but they don't have the African face features. So I don't know.
But your key word was today.
What did I say?
You said
The
if
man
you
they're
look at
not
the Arab today or the dark Arab today, they've got the skin tone but not the features. But that's today, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're black in town, Muhammad.
I mean, it could have been. I mean, I wouldn't see why not. It could have been a possibility that.
we might have to look up the Koresh tribe.
Yes.
You know what I mean? From ancient times.
I mean, just look at
They
Saudi
give us
Arabians now, man. They're dark, fam. They're very dark.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it
Because
would
some
only make
Arabs,
sense.
yeah, some Arabs are very white. Some Arabs are very dark. Like you go Lebanon, Palestine, even Algeria. Even though they're in the sun, they're still white. But obviously, if you go down more the other side, they're very dark. Even in Iraq, I never knew that there was black Iraqi people. I was watching a documentary or video about black Iraqis. You know, they were suffering from some racism, and I thought, raw, like there's actually black Iraqi. They look African.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I had a Iraqi customer and I asked him how many people like me in his country, and he said 50%.
Wow.
But I knew that because I watched something. You know, when the Iraq War,
Yes.
the second Iraq War, there was two old black men who were soldiers standing behind some sandbags. And I thought to myself, for you to be old soldiers, you've had to have lived there all your life. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The old man, and then they had Raggy Omar in the front talking about, the British and the Americans are coming and blah, blah, blah. But these men were ready. But they were old man. They weren't like young, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
30s or 20s or something like that. They were like 50. These were old uncles. Grey hair and all sorts. You know what I mean? They wore the uniform for 25, 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
No, but my dad was in the Iraqi war, man. That's why he came to this country, man. He saw all of that, man. Like, you know.
So when I saw black man fighting and old black man ready to fight, I knew there had to be something. So I met this youth after who came to my shop and he used to get his haircut. And he had a friend from Iran. That's another story. His dad was all a political prisoner and that. 5 years and all that. You know, like man ain't seen his dad since he was a toddler. And then they released his dad and then he went back to Iran and I ain't seen him since. I think he came back, but that was a long while ago. So, but yeah, man, bear bad stories, man. But yeah, definitely in Iraq, they say 50% of the population still.
Well, that just shows, isn't it? Like, obviously, the black man is the original man. You know what I'm saying? You can find them everywhere, man. Even in like China and Philippines and that. You know, you're gonna find the original person there.
But as you know, there's black man with blue eyes and green eyes and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So you know where there's somebody's looks and idea came from. Don't be fooled that it's like it could be Roman or something or that.
Yeah, you see those like black people, there's blue eyes, those like diamond blue eyes. And even them Indians have got that as well.
Yeah. Semi-demonic though. I don't really want to meet no black
person.
That's jinn.
But they say people with green eyes is like a mutation because that's the least common eye color.
I think grey eyes are the least common eye color.
Do people have grey eyes?
Yeah, people have grey eyes. Yeah.
Oh.
Like grey, like whoa. You know them wolf eyes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You like?
Yeah. Sometimes I do find blue eyes scary though. I'm not even gonna lie, fam. Like when I see someone with blue eyes, like for me personally, like they do look a bit scary though.
Blue's alright, but I mean, all of it is color still. All of it is melanin. But the grey one, I just gotta be dubious about. Like, whoa, what's the fuck?
Out, man. People say I got grey eyes, fam. What are you saying?
I see. Yeah, we're dealing with the colors of the rainbow, and I know blue's up there, so I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're dealing with melanin, which is color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but green eyes is a nature. It's a nature. The green's best color.
Well, I mean, if two brown-eyed people, you need to look into that chart that gives you the eye colors And I noticed that two brown-eyed people, the first one they could have is a blue-eyed, and then the second one they could have is a green-eyed. But somewhere along the line, blue and green is gonna pop out. I was like, right, okay.
My grandma had green eyes. My mum slightly got green eyes. I've got green eyes, but all my sisters got brown eyes.
But yeah, Hazel's in my family. All got hazel eyes.
Yeah, hazel eyes sick. Big up to all the people from. But why did you not come to the park? Why did you not come to the park yesterday, man? Obviously.
Well, it was a good thing.
Yeah, bro. I was out there speaking out against this New Zealand attack, man.
I saw your guy.
Everyone.
Yeah. I saw your guy on Rax TV. Mr. Rax came here today.
Oh, sir.
I was like, where's this guy talking smack? And he showed me.
He got it wrong.
Well, really.
I have to chat to him still, man. You know what? It was a bit on his feelings that day. You know, like Bear Man was approached. No, like Bear Man was like, bro. Bear Man was approaching him and that, saying to him, "Oh, are you gonna let Jedi do that and this and that and da 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 da?" And obviously, them man
what did Jedi do?
Nah, like that. Me and him bantering, man, on that thing's live, man. That Sia thing, man. She got a conversation of me and Jedi, but we were joking in it. But obviously, it looked like flirtatious in it. So obviously, there people saying, "Oh, it's Vader and Jedi, rare tear." So when he went to the park, they were approaching him in it. They're like, "Oh, like how you letting Jedi disrespect your missus and rare tear?" So obviously, he got a bit in his feelings, but you know, we spoke about that. And you know that situation is dead. You know, I said to him, "Don't do that, man. If you don't, I hate people go on camera and address. Nah, man. Like, you see me? If I got a problem with somebody, I either approach you directly or I'll call you. I would never go on camera and say, you know what, f this person, and I'm gonna catch you. You know what I'm saying? That's just
even Mr. Rax. You can see it's kind of random still.
Yeah.
It's not like premeditated. Like man turns
I wasn't even there. I was.
No, you wasn't there. You wasn't there.
Yeah, I was on the phone because if you notice, he's on the phone. And we're arguing on the phone, to be honest with you. And he goes, like, I'm kind of pissing him off here. He's like, right, then he done it. So then, obviously...
he only says 2 words anyway, really. He's like, you're Jedi. I was like, who's Jedi? Oh, Jedi. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
No, but it's all love, man. This is what I say. People love this shit, man. They make two videos trying to make 2 people fight over nothing, man. Fuck off, man. Go away, fam. We're bigger than that, fam. And that's what I'm saying to you. Like,
so I made a video of you, yeah?
Like, obviously, me and Jedi were speaking in one of the back chats, yeah, and we were joking about, but obviously it was a bit like flirty, jokey, to be honest, yeah. But obviously, you know how Jedi is with his jokes and that, yeah. But obviously, my girl must have screenshotted those convos, made a whole video like, the married Zubaydah flirting with Jedi, yeah. So obviously, my guy's pissed off, and it's like, why you, like, you know, you're with me, but yet you're talking to my man in that way. So I'm saying, like, nah, it's like we're joking about, fam. Like, you know how she manipulates videos and that, fam. So obviously now everyone's talking about it and that. Like, people have come up to me, man, like, what's this with you and Jedi and da-da-da-da. And obviously what she wants to do is she wants Jedi and my man to fight. I know this girl's intentions, you understand? Because she's trying to make my man look like a dickhead, and obviously make me look like a dickhead, make Jedi look like a dickhead, so that she can get a laugh out of it, fam. You understand? And obviously my guy did slip up yesterday by saying that thing on a comment because you're playing into their narrative. So that's why I said, no, let's call Jedi, let's speak about it. And khalas, we don't have to make a show out of it. You know what I'm saying, Chief?
Yeah. You know what you should lot do? You lot should take a little weekend trip to Holland. Yeah. And I'll give you an address.
Bro, I'm already onto that, bro. You don't even know what I'm doing like that.
I'll give you an address that'll solve your problem.
I got all of that, fam. Listen, there's gonna come a day, a reckoning, fam. I'm getting all my evidence because what I have on this person is enough to send this person to jail, fam. Wallahi. Yeah? Holland's not that far, fam.
Wallahi, come to the ops. Wallahi.
Wallahi,
I dip you, fam.
Yeah.
No, but inshallah, man. Trust me. I have to keep quiet on that one, but I'm willing to go Holland. I don't mind. I ain't been Holland before. I'll take a little trip, check the sites, and then check the police station out, check the address out, and get some.
Yeah. Pay a visit.
Pay a visit, mate. Pay a little visit.
Islamic. The little Islamic visit.
Yeah, man. Everyone in the chat laughing and that.
Can drop some dawah on your doorstep.
Bro, I'm chatting to the parents, fam. You understand? Like, one for your daughter, fam. I know
I'm
the
saying
Paris, please.
is Holland a Catholic country?
Is Holland a Catholic country?
Mm.
I'm not sure. I swear they
What?
they burned the burqa though. They had a law that banned the burqa.
Okay, so it's not Islamic, is it?
Yeah.
A lot of fruity stuff going on in Holland. Red light, blue
Yeah.
light. Get me?
Green light.
Yeah, all
They
sorts of light.
already got the green light, bro. They
Right, they
do what
already
they
got the
want
green
there.
light for the Sodom and Gomorrah stuff going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, as a Muslim, would you not just leave there and go to a Muslim country?
Bro,
And
I
then,
swear UK is more Islamic than Holland. I'll tell you that now.
right. So, you as the protagonist, yeah, that's not the best place to be sitting talking about anyone for me.
Right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be trannies walking around. You get me? You know what I'm saying? Wow, you're supposed to be doing now.
You're doing your shopping. You see half naked
Stuff
women
allowed.
at the window.
There's stuff allowed going on. You get me? Where you're supposed to
Best
lower
stuff
your
allowed,
gaze,
fam.
cover your eyes. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see stuff that you shouldn't.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But you ain't gonna say nothing about that. You got concerns about people at Speaker's Corner and in England.
It's a hobby. It's an obsession, bro. Like, see how people are obsessed with like Harry Potter and that. Like, they watch all the series and that, and they watch all the thing, and they watch posters and that. This is it for her, man. It's a little hobby, it's a little obsession and that. You know what I'm saying to you? Bless her little heart, man. You know what I'm saying to you? But come on, fam. At that age, fam, 29 years old, man. Yeah, come on. At least have something going on. At least have something on the side, fam. You understand? Like,
why is she not married?
She ain't even got an angry husband. You get me?
You know what I'm saying, cuz.
Yeah, she ain't even got an angry husband.
At least, man. Get a little cat in that fam or something,
fam. Jitai?
Hey, man could come off my name, bro.
Jitai. It wasn't even you. It was a guy named Jitai. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, I'm like, who? Yeah. Yeah, she ain't even got an angry husband, man. She ain't even got an angry husband. At 29, the peak.
29 years old, you know.
But she hits the wall. If she hasn't already.
I feel sorry for the girl. You know, I'm a female, fam. Like, I feel sorry for these people. Wallahi, I generally do feel sorry for them, fam. There we go. A bit of self-promo.
Teaser. There you do. The teaser about the people then. You play later.
Just going through my Instagram story, just looking at some.
Yeah, man, fam. Like,
yeah, no joke, though.
What you saying about this? What about you saying this cult, Mackie? Have you heard about this cult?
Which one?
The CCBT Kiki, whatever the fuck.
I heard about it. Deep still. A bit like Waco.
Bro, like, I don't know what's going on, fam. People are getting too excited, fam. Watching these conspiracy videos.
Yeah, it might be a suicide.
Listen, Maku, I'm not even gonna lie. Why you been online? Hold on, did I stop the thing recording? Yeah, why you been online, fam? Yeah, Rich Porter jumped on and dropped bare Delil, bro. On his phone, dropping bare Delil. Yeah, man, what? Yeah, man, them never talk about that person that he just got up in the court. Was it New Jack City? Yeah, man, it was him.
Yeah. Bigger than Nino Brown.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I said I knew what I was doing when I put these people in the group. Yeah. I wanted to inject some different type of energy that was positive and no nonsense. You get what I'm saying? Something that they needed. I got put on the naughty step. Man tried to call me in the room. Like, yeah, this is a written warning. And then we got a verbal warning. And then bringing in Captain Wombo was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, I can imagine Rambo in there. Like, what the fuck is going on here, fam?
Fuck off! You just fuck off! Yeah, all of you just fuck off!
I'm free from this.
Hey,
I'm
Yeah,
free from
I was
this.
free from it. I didn't even go in there, and I still got deleted. I didn't even notice anyway.
What? So they approached you as well?
No, I was already in there from the beginning.
Okay.
They didn't have no group. They just converted one of the groups that we was already in. Remember, a lot of them man have come through Jedi, come through. You get me? Titans TV.
I
They never
just
had no.
sense bare jealousy, man. Like you know, I just sense bare jealousy in that, fam. But they're doing it in a malicious way, fam. Like they're trying. You know, it's all malicious stuff, man. This is the devil's work, you know. Like seriously, dangerous, fam. But good thing that you lot called it out before it started to grow or anything like that. You know what I'm saying to you? Good thing.
Yeah,
people...
being boring and not having much inspiration or innovation is the devil's work, definitely.
Yeah,
the devil makes work for idle hands.
Bro, this is what I'm saying with the speakers corner thing, fam. Like, imagine you see all these trolls and that, bro. Like, they're jealous, fam. They're watching people doing their thing, speaking out, and you know what I'm saying to you? Like, you got these people that just full of hate, fam. Like, I get it as well, fam. You know how many girls, fam, try to chat shit to me and that, fam? Like, bro, what's your problem, fam? Like, you know how girls are, man, they're really bitching. Like, who's this girl talking? Like, who's this thing talking, fam? Like, who does she think she is? Like, why are you so pressed for, man? Like, you see me? I'm not a bitchy girl wallahi. I'm not the type of girl to look at next girl and hate. If I see a girl doing good, that inspires me, fam. I love to see women uplifted because we don't have a lot of that. So when I see another female doing well, I will applaud her. I will never say, oh, who does she think she is? And, you know, I don't have these jealousy traits, man. It's so long, man. Yeah. And I see certain guys do that as well, man. When I see men acting jealous, acting bitchy, like, you're not a man in my eyes anymore. You become a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
No, cracking up. So I was cracking up. Yeah, but no,
why are you laughing, Beefy, fam?
Allow me. I'll laugh. It's been a long day.
Long day, fam.
But yeah, I like that bar there, that CC code. You get me?
DC, B-Tech, Kiki, do you love me?
Yeah.
Bare letters and shit, fam.
MR2, MR3.
Hey, Lumera. The thing. How was your chat with Suleiman?
Oh, Suleiman. Yeah. Lad, this guy, fam. First time I've spoken to him, you know, and I don't know, I just felt like speaking to him, man. But he's
one question. Did he have the rucksack on?
Yeah, fam. Like, he's talking about, oh, are you worshipping this flag? I'm saying, bruv, you got Los Angeles on your jacket, fam. This guy's talking about Kafar, and his jacket has got you're wearing a Los Angeles Kafar country brand, fam. What are you talking about, bro? He's like, what are you going to Kafar panels for? I said, fam, don't try divert. And second of all, why are you watching me for, fam? Like, what are you going to Kafar panels for, man? Like, obviously speaking about you lot, fam, or whoever, fam. So his brother's like, watching me hard.
He weren't talking about me.
Bro.
Talking about me. You hear me? What must be talking about Sia or something?
Yeah, fam, I don't know, fam. He's a funny little guy, fam, to be honest.
That person who tried to call me a kafir nearly got dropped on their head. You get me? I think
you know what I found out the other day?
Collapsed himself.
You know what I found out the other day? You see, when you get that when you go Turkey and you get the fucking follicles and shit put through your head, like you know, like when you reupholster your hairline.
Yeah.
Like what Mahmood did.
Yeah.
That shit ain't even fucking permanent, fam. So you're gonna have to do it again. I'm like, what? Swear down? I swear it's permanent. It's like, nah, bro. That shit start falling out in a couple of years. Whoa. You gotta re-up the re-up.
Gotta re-up on that.
Yeah, that made me laugh like that as well, Beefy. I was like, you little fucker. You gotta go back again.
You they'll never give you anything permanent, bro. That's money, bro. Not dumb.
Yeah. Well, whose hair are they using then?
Bro, it's batty hair, bro. I'm telling you. It's batty hair. I'm batty hair, bro. I'm putting it. I'm getting a new hairline and then coming jumping online talking like they're wicked.
Stinky hairline. You saying?
Public hairline, bro. Man.
Hairline.
He's done out here.
Relax,
chest hairs, and they sellotape some chest hairs to your forehead, and I think you're bad. Talking about
What, the hair transplant.
Yeah. No, there's certain man when they got hair transplant, they just think they're wicked now because they got hair on their forehead.
They're wicked and bad, man.
He doesn't laugh now. We found out.
Yeah, so man just found out. I thought that thing like, yeah, that's you now. You're done, isn't it?
How many bags was that?
I don't know.
Couple bags, he said. No shit.
What?
Couple bags.
How many?
2 bags, I think. Oh,
yeah, two. Yeah, okay.
Google it now. I bet you can get it for like £500. But try to share.
But what's that thing Wayne Rooney done? You got some next thing done, some hair transplant. Yeah, she got it like the proper thing. His hairline or something like that.
Now you can keep getting it done.
Same thing. The same thing.
Same thing. You just have to keep doing it.
He's got more peas. He can do that every week.
No, but to be honest, I do kind of that must be a big male problem. Like you think girls face problems, but I think one of the big problems is when man's losing his hair, fam.
Nah, one of the big problems is when a man can't lose his dick. That's a problem. Losing your hair is just one of them phases. Get me that? You get me?
Yeah,
like a woman.
No, but you got bare hat fishes though.
Hatfish, yeah.
Yeah, bare hat fish, fam. That man's got a hat on, he's looking good, takes it off, man.
I know. I've got a couple bridges like that still.
I knew one brother. I knew one.
Pop it on. Oh shit!
You know they never want to take their hat off.
I knew one guy with some big head, fam. He has to wear that hat when he sleeps, even, fam. Like, trust me, fam. His hat is the most, fam.
Just keep it covered. That's going hat in bed, isn't it? Like, yeah, man. Like, even in bed. Yeah, in bed.
Man, men got problems too, fam.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Nah, man, just shave it off and get over it. It really ain't that big of a deal.
Might as well be bold, innit?
Yeah, we won't get emotional by it, I don't think. Like that. We know what it is. R. Kelly with that R.
What, just Kelly, yeah? What? Kelly?
Well, Kelly's got braids, isn't it?
Yeah, anyway, mate. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up, mate. You know what I mean? Carl, what's the time? Yeah. That was it's only a quickie, man. Went no long, 2 hours. Boom. In and out. Get me.
Job done.
Job's a good one. Yeah. I mean, big up to all the gang. Fucked with us. Consistent 50, I would say. Fucked with us. Much love for the love and the support. Yeah, man. Everyone just lie down and shut up, man.
Go bed, man. Go on,
lie down and shut up. Close your eyes. Boom.